Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Tales from the Yawning Portal. Today we're going to get into our second session, get into a bit more of the Sunless Citadel itself. And one of our players has volunteered to give the recap of what happened last session. When you're ready, tell us what happened last time. Tom, Matt, wasn't it one of you said you wanted to do that?
Oh, sure, we'll do it. So, all the party, a very interesting party, they'd all met outside the bar called the Yawning Portal. We'd all entered in, heard about the Under Dungeon, I think it was called?
The Under Mountain, yes.
Under Mountain we heard of. And got told by the barkeep to just talk to an old dwarf and hear his stories. And he started talking about let me find my notes, a sunless citadel. And as he started talking about stories, we all fell asleep and then woke up next to a younger version of the same dwarf and started that story of going down to the sunless citadel. We'd entered it and partly discovered into it. We were at a door with a dragon lock where I just broke my hand. Is what I remember.
You did, yes. You tried to open the door.
Pushed the door.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, that is essentially the story, yes. The party were listening to a tale from an old dwarf, passed out, apparently from drugged food, and woke up next to the same dwarf, but younger. They found this locked room, which they are currently in. The door wouldn't open. I mean, I believe one of the party members got a 23 to try and force the door. And it still didn't open, yeah. There is only one other exit from your previous room, which is up at the top.
Yeah, which we opted to go through.
Which you have opted to go through. So, to do this, I would need a marching order. Who would like to go at the front?
I can go at the front if need be, or near the front.
Okay.
Whatever. I mean, I'm probably the least squishy,
So
I think.
I'll go in the middle. I think you're the squishiest.
Hang on, where's... Telric? Oh, he's right there. Telcook.
Yep.
We have Loxodon. We have Derek, who's going to go towards the back so he can use his bow properly. Altman, would you like to be front, middle, or back?
I'll be towards the front because I'm ranged, but I'm still fairly solid.
Okay. Growlbrack is fascinated by the craftsmanship of this door that won't open. And he has opted to stay in this room and examine the door. He has said that he will attempt to follow you in a few hours. But for now, he genuinely is curious as to how this door could be so well made.
We'll see you soon if we're dead. Maybe not. We'll see you in the next life. Yeah.
Okay, so, Telcook, the door swings open. It isn't locked.
Yeah. I've been open. Start going.
And it reveals a corridor.
Okay.
With two doorways. Let me just widen the vision area so you can see the doors.
Yes.
One there.
Yeah.
And one there.
I walk forward a bit so the rest of the party can get into the corridor. I'm not just blocking the door
Okay.
because I'm not small.
So we're all going in, yes?
Yeah.
Hi.
Aye, aye. Okay, everyone says yes. So,
Ignore that.
Alan's just rolling dice for the sake of rolling dice.
I was just making sure it was working.
The door on the right side of the corridor is propped a little bit open, and looks to be in really bad repair. Very not used. Clearly not used. The door to your left, however, is a stone door, not quite the quality of the dragon door, which you couldn't open, but still a very good carving of some...
Guys, sorry.
Water
Just-
dragon, go on.
Someone has gifted us a sub on Julia's stream. That's
Hey.
one man.
Thank you very much.
Moridred, sorry.
Moridred.
No idea what that even means, but thank you.
Just gifted me a sub, you a sub. Yeah.
Well,
The Geek
yeah.
Bar Mongoose and the Geek Bar Harrogate all got a sub. What? Cheers, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that. It's very much appreciated. Okay, so the door on your left has a stone carving of some form of water dragon. It seems to be a hybrid of fish and lizard.
The door on the right, you said it's not opening. It's like rusted shut. Can
It's
I
not-
try and...
It's not rusted shut, but it's also not closed. It's in bad repair, so...
Yeah.
Go on.
Can I firebolt the door?
You can firebolt the door, yes.
Yeah.
Roll to hit.
Trigger happy wizard.
Oh,
Let's roll physical, I guess.
yeah, Thomas got some new fancy dice.
Yeah,
So
we're rolling physical.
we're using his fancy dice.
Good idea. And let me know what you roll.
10 plus 6, 16.
Surprisingly, you managed to hit a door.
Yes!
Roll me your damage.
Here we go.
D10. Thank you. 3.
Okay.
Stone door.
You scorch the door. It is a wooden door. It is a very dry, very old wooden door.
Fair enough.
And you manage to scorch the front of it, and...
Voice of entrance.
there is some scorching and smouldering, but it does not ignite.
Fair enough. I tried. We
Goddamn
can come back to it.
Trigger happy wizard, Jesus. Which door do you want to go for, guys? Left or right?
There is a
I can
third.
try it out if you like, or we can move forward a bit.
I would like perception checks from the party, please.
Perception. Ooh. You got a 7.
No.
The advantage is only if it's to smell.
Okay. So Alan says no, because he rolled a 6 with a +3.
I'm going to
Shit's on a 14.
I'm going to change the settings to ask every time.
I got a 23.
A
I got
23.
11.
Okay. Everyone who rolled a 7 or more notices that at the end of the corridor, there is actually another door, but it's been very clumsily painted to look like stone. It's one of them where if you're stood perfectly face on and looking at it, it could pass as a wall. But the minute you guys start moving around, those of you that rolled more than a 7 are like, that's just paint, innit? That's just paint.
Since when could goblins paint? Since when was that a thing?
I don't know, maybe Bob Ross stayed down here. Happy little door.
Yeah.
Well, we can't bully him. They tried. We'll just kill them.
Well, no, we can't bully them. We definitely
No, we're not going to bully him. We're going to kill him. We've got a guy here that loves to kill goblins.
No, we don't.
Who was that?
He's investigating the doorway at the moment.
Doesn't matter then. We did.
I go to open the left door. Screw it.
The left door.
Yeah.
It is locked.
Fireball. Top power.
No, I punched one door and I lost 4 hit points for it.
You've got a big axe. Big weapon.
I don't want to break a battle axe on a fucking stone door. Is there a lock that I can see?
I will Eldritch Blast it if you want to try and hit it.
I back up a little.
Yeah.
Hadouken!
Okay. You've definitely hit a door. Well done. Roll your damage for your Eldritch Blast.
Only works on creatures, remember, Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
On
It.
on roll 20, roll me a d20. No modifier.
Oh no. Should have taken my shell away.
Getting your shell with you. Alright.
What did I...
Natural 1.
Oh dear.
Who
So,
did he shoot?
Alan, what happens is, you Eldritch Blast the door, The entire force of the Eldritch Blast rebounds. You take 3 damage and blast yourself through the door behind you, which falls off its hinges.
Is that the door I scorched?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. Oh, yeah, that works.
So, oh, hang on. Give me a second.
No, that's right. Ride along when Kevin Hart uses the shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm picturing. Just a wizard going, "Yeah, I've got it. I've got it."
Warlock, not wizard.
Warlock. Okay.
It's alright, I don't mind. I've been called worse.
To be fair, Kevin Hart's funny. Why
Just
can't I
don't
not?
don't adopt his gamer tag of Black Hammer. You know, that'd be what can I say?
There we are, right. My game reset and then my map was zoomed so far in I couldn't see you guys. Why am I not able to do anything on it? Ooh. My Roll20's had a moment, guys. Give me a second.
Technical issues.
Absolutely it is. It's logged me in as a player, so I can't run the game.
Ah.
I'm apparently logged in as Sid. I genuinely don't know how that's happened.
Should only have done that on the second screen. Yeah, log out there then. Sign out.
That's because you're logged in on that one.
Yeah.
And I refresh the page.
Ah, yeah, that'll do it.
Geek bar.
I think it's...
I'm coming, guys.
Yes, it is.
Oh, we have someone here that knows what they're doing, so that's fine.
Always you.
Yeah. Knows. Guesses most of the time.
Still more than the DM though.
Apparently so. Now what happened was we've had to sign the second page in under a different account to get a stream version that doesn't show you guys what the rest of us see. What the DM sees. Because of that, it's getting confused as to who's logged in on which computer.
Ah, fair enough.
I'm back. Right. I can now move Smiler into the room he's just blasted himself into. Why not do that? Boom. So, Alan has entered the room with force. He lands in a ruined chamber. It's a ruined chamber. It stands empty of all but a litter of rocky debris. So this is a room that's not used. Bits of the ceiling have fallen in. And now an Alan has fallen in. Sorry, an Altman has fallen in.
I peek my head through the doorway and go, "You alright?
You need a hand?
I'm okay. It was alright.
I'm guessing next time we might try and catch you. Maybe.
Or how about we stop being so trigger happy, guys?
Yeah, makes
We
it
don't have to
interesting.
shoot everything. It's, you know.
Not true.
Lads.
If it moves, shoot it. If it doesn't, shoot it till it does.
It's a
So,
motto to live by.
Eldritch Blast didn't work on the door. Do you want to try another way of getting into the room?
Well, we now know it's not a mimic, everyone. So there you go.
Give me a sec.
Go on.
Can I use Mage Hand on the door and see if that works? I don't know. Try and feel for like a false switch or something like a.
Like moving the hand across the surface, seeing if there's a hidden switch or something.
Yeah, but with Mage Hand, so I ain't gonna hurt myself.
Yeah, you can. Roll me either an investigation or perception check. Your choice, whichever is higher.
Skills. Investigation it is. Alright, D20, let's go. Woo! 21.
It's a good roll. So, again, the surface is smooth. This is a very well made door. Not quite the quality. of the dragon door. There is a few bits that have been gouged out over the years or chipped off. What you can tell from that is it implies there's no magical force on this door, because it seems to have worn with time like the rest of the rooms. Just not as badly because it was better built to start with. There is no obvious holes, no obvious like bits of the statue that move, no obvious handles, or even like with touch there is no bits of the wall that feel irregular.
Just with force, can I just push against the door as much as I can?
You can.
No, it's not magical.
You can. Mage hand can only exert a certain amount of force.
Yeah, that's why the top didn't come in.
Total power.
Yeah, total's a bit stronger
Okay.
than mage hand.
This plastic shell, you know, that'll send him flying through the door. I'd rather do the door.
I need you to make me a strength check.
That will be an strength check 18. 16, sorry.
16. So, the door, it doesn't budge. It's a big stone slab. You are like rocking your shoulder into it to try and get it to move a little bit. There's nothing to hold on, so you can't pull the door. And it just... You feel it bounce in the frame, but it's not going anywhere. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Fair. A fireball. Fireballs don't do anything.
Why are we not just opening the door?
Because it's locked.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a locked one. Oh, I
Sorry.
missed that bit.
Yeah, it's locked and there's no obvious way to open the door.
Cool.
I fireball it.
Okay.
I'm just trying. Try a bit.
Roll the hit.
Let's roll. I got to roll. That's a roll to hit or roll damage. That's a roll to hit, so D10.
No. That's the roll to hit.
Oh, 12 plus 6, 18.
You definitely hit.
Hold on. 6.
A 6.
A 6.
So, whilst there is no damage visible to the door, save for a small scorch mark, there is a brief flash of light as the fireball hits the door. The eye of the strange fish creature does not light up with the light.
Oh!
And on closer inspection appears to be a keyhole, disguised to look like the vertical slit eye of some form of reptile. You didn't feel it when you did the mage hand touch, because it's a very intricate part of the statue. You'd have had to be wiggling fingers around inside nooks and crannies.
Yeah.
But once the light flashes over it, it's visible that that is a hole, and there is a keyhole in the eye.
I would say, I'm assuming no one can pick locks, because I don't think we've got any rogues or anything like that. So I'd say we leave it in...
You may find a
Come
key
back.
one day.
Yeah, we might find a key later in the dungeon.
Yeah, I'm up for that. We'll come back.
No, I really want to get this goddamn door.
Smiler, are you okay with leaving this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's nothing of interest in the room that I can see. Oh, I took a finger off of that, sorry. You described it as just being full of trash, really, didn't you?
Yeah, the room you're in, it's just a bits of rubble, fallen ceiling, a couple of small plants are growing in one corner where there was a little bit of sunlight. But they look sick and unhealthy, so...
Okay, cool, yeah, I'll get up and dust myself off and go with the rest of the body.
Okay then,
Cool,
so...
cool.
You've only got the one
Yeah,
door
just
left,
like
the
that.
one crudely painted to look like stone. Marching order, are we going for the same again? Total first one through?
Yeah, me in the middle. That's right, in the middle.
No. There you go, is that alright for a marching order?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
I'm just gonna...
I'll push open the door.
the door swings open relatively easy. Go away. Like that. And I would like... Are you all pulling in straight away or are you just opening the door and having a look?
I'll have a look first.
Okay.
I'll open the door and wait Check to see the wings clear.
Either a
there's a
perception,
dragon.
either a perception check, or a intelligence, no, investigation check, please, whichever's highest.
Perception check. 16. Sorry.
16. Okay. You see. I'll read the box text on this one because it's always better.
It's the dragon.
Crudely drawn symbols and glyphs, scribed in bright green dye, decorate this large and irregularly shaped crumbling chamber. A large pit in the centre shows evidence of a recent fire. A metallic cage in the middle of the southern wall contains a gaping hole and stands empty. A small wooden bench draped with green cloth is next to the cage, and several small objects rest upon it. A bedroll lies near the wooden bench. The sound of whimpering comes from inside it.
Inside the bedroll or the room?
Inside the bedroll.
Alrighty. Like a human whimpering or a dog?
Oh. Chair just dropped.
Oh god.
I go towards the whimpering.
Okay, sorry, who was that?
That's to me. Tilcook. Tall.
Total.
Voldemort falls behind him.
Voldemort. Are the rest of you entering the room?
Sure. Why the heck not?
Yes.
Altman? Yes?
Yes.
And then Direct will go in as well. The bedroll appears to have a creature wrapped inside it, whimpering and crying and muttering to itself.
I unfurl bedroll as quick as possible to try and free a creature without getting himself there.
Okay.
Like to do it with a tablecloth, try and take it off a... You know when they try to take a tablecloth off a table without any... Stuck them off, just whoosh, quick. Not really carrying on the creature.
There is a brief whoosh of cloth to reveal a kobold dressed, which is unusual for kobolds, even though it is in a sort of basic loincloth smock sort of combo. With its hands at its temples, its eyes closed. He's like,
Meeple bad, such bad meeple, many bad meeple, why be bad meeple, tribe hate meeple.
eventually he suddenly realises the cloth's gone, and with a perfect yelp, backs as close to the cage as he can without going into it, staring at you all with fear.
I speak in Draconic, because I can do that.
Okay.
And I just try and calm down, calm. We're not going to hurt you. Without reason.
Oh, you may as well hurt meeple, useless meeple, bad meeple.
He's called Meepo. Yeah, I'm guessing.
Sounds strangely like Dobby.
Listen,
Give him a shot.
it was Dobby Gollum, or I tightened my underwear.
Wow. Just wow.
Hey, if this is like Dobby, hey, anybody got a sock?
I'm a tall. I don't
Meepo like
wear-
socks.
There's no socks that fit a tall foot.
Do you don't want the socks off my creepy feet?
No. Probably like excrete acid or something, don't I?
I don't know.
Oh. I get some food out and try and offer it to Meepo. Thank you.
He sort of stops his self-abasement very quickly as it looks at the food suspiciously, like,
You feed meeple?
Yes.
We feed Meepo.
he takes what you're offering. I'm assuming it's a bit of hardtack or trail bread or something like that you're offering him.
Basic ranch.
He takes what you're offering and sort of looks approvingly.
Uh-huh.
You can tell as he reaches out his hand to take the food, though, his knuckles and most of his arms are absolutely covered with bruises and scars. Some of them still healing.
Yeah.
Does anyone have medicine?
Efficiency in medicine, you mean?
Yeah, proficiency in medicine.
I don't.
I am a tall.
Where do I find proficiency
Wait,
again?
I've got many. I didn't
Can
know.
you do your skills
I
if you
get-
have the
I've got-
dot in your
I've
skill?
got
Go
I
on.
got plus 4 to medicine. It's not a proficiency.
But you're not proficient.
I
in it.
do have a proficiency.
Okay, the cleric does have proficiency medicine. So, would you like to roll me a medicine check, please? Gadion.
Normal roll.
Yeah, just d20 plus your medicine. Okay, it's super obvious, so it was a low target, don't worry.
Thanks, I'm glad about that.
Somebody has been beating on this poor kobold. Something fierce.
Son of a bitch.
The way the bruises are, if his hands were back at his temples like he was when he was crying, the bruises would line up in long marks down his arm and his side.
Sort of like a whip.
Like
kind of.
someone's been whipping him or beating him with a club, a stick or some sort. The scars look old. To quantify something, they don't look self-inflicted. This is signs of some form of regular abuse.
Absolutely, of course.
He is very happy with the food. He takes a nibble of a couple of bits and puts the rest in a pouch. And it disappears under his little smock.
I go to Meepo and says, "What type of person hurt Meepo?"
Everybody had Meepo. Meepo, lowest of Meepos.
Was it small people, green people, grey people?
All peoples. Green people, grey people, blue people, red people, even white people hurt Meepos.
Nice. Okay.
Meepo deserve it though. Meepo is useless. Meepo is bad.
No comment. What? I look at the rest of the party. What do we want to do here with old Meepo here?
I go to Meepo. Is any of the people here you still here in this place?
Yes, most people live here. But they hurt Meepo for Meepo be bad. I mean, look.
Points at Cage. He points at the cage. I have to remember to stop talking like that when I'm giving you guys. He points at the cage, at the big gaping hole which is stood next to in the cage. It's this bit here where the bars are broken.
Yeah.
He's like,
Look, Meepo let happen. Meepo let Calcrix go. Meepo bad, Meepo useless. People hate Meepo.
Were you not in the cage, Meepo?
No, Meepo's job was keep Calcrix in cage. Calcrix get out of cage. Meepo do bad job.
Who's Calcrix? Meepo, who's Calcrix?
Calcrix is God. Beautiful God that Meepo and peoples keep in cage. Is good God and nice God to keep Meepo's people happy.
anybody know anything about kobolds?
No,
Nope.
not a thing.
I've got. I'm part of Draconic, if that helps.
I'll tell you what then. Everybody roll me a knowledge roll.
Knowledge?
If you
Knowledge,
speak
sir.
if you speak Draconic, you get advantage.
Do you mean history? Or.
Yeah, history's the one I mean.
Oh, I'm proficient in history.
And if you speak Draconic, you get advantage.
Okay.
Smiler, did you get that?
I got 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop using these digital dice. They suck.
I was just thinking that.
Both Smiler and Sid got 7 and 5, so.
I got an 8. I got a 10. And I was the highest with a -1 intelligence.
I had a buddy plus.
Was that
plus
with
6
the advantage?
history.
That was with advantage, yeah, that was it.
Right.
So
Oh, Durek is also here. This dice hasn't had the numbers painted. 13. So you all are stood around looking confused. Sort of turn towards Durek and he goes, Kobolds worship dragons. There was a dragon in the cage.
Oh, fuck.
Although, judging from the size of the cage, it's a very young wormling.
No dragon is a fun dragon.
He starts looking for tracks and sort of
Me-
looking... Go on.
Meepo, what
Meepo?
colour was the dragon?
Ah, as white as clouds,
Ah!
as grey as snow. Most beautiful god Meepo's people have had for centuries.
Fucking come around here.
And they took him. filthy greenskins helped him get out. Stole God.
Okay, so kobolds looked after the dragon. The goblins invaded and freed the dragon.
Exactly. And either the goblins took the dragon or the goblins let the dragon free and the dragon has now gone. Meepo's unclear on the issue.
Meepo, which way did the greenskins go?
Greenskins go through door. He points to the... So, sort of on the wall opposite you guys, but a bit further north, there is an open doorway. Do you see it?
Yep.
He points through there. He goes, through door. Tuck him back to their section of castle.
Okay, so parts of the castle around by kobolds.
Yeah.
And part around by greenskins. Greenskins. Goblins.
Okay, should we go through the door, guys?
I guess.
Should we help the kobold?
Seems like a good idea.
Either way, it's going towards goblins, which is what we're here to clear out.
Yeah. Meepo.
Meepo?
Meepo, we go find your white as snow god.
We go find Calcrix, you stay.
If you go find God, you must talk to Yuzdrael. Yuzdrael is Pimpo's leader. He's good leader. Only beats Meepos on Wednesdays. Very good leader.
Can we talk to him after we found the god?
Would be great present for Kobold leader if you speak with God, yes.
Talk to...
Talk to...
This is going almost feral human.
What was his name again, Meepo?
It's Yuzdrael. If anyone wants to write it down,
Yeah.
it's spelt Y-U-S-D-R-A-E-L.
Yeah. To Yuzdrael. Okay. Kobold.
If you make nice Yuzdrael, he make Meepo people not hit you. No pointy sticks, no flingy sticks, no sharpie stabs.
That's cool.
If he knows you're going for God, he stopped Kobold stabby.
Okay.
Does he already know that that this thing's missing?
Yes, he knows it's missing his reason. He made Meepo go get God, but Meepo can't beat goblins.
Cool. We'll help.
So do we go to the leader first? Say we'll go and get your dragon back.
Or we could send Meepo to go tell the leader, or we go get the thing.
But does someone want to go with Meepo so the guy don't get angry and bitch at Meepo?
I don't really care.
Love it.
Hate to break it to you. I'm here for the money. I don't, you know.
I used to be nice.
Yeah.
Meepo, you go back. Tell your leader we're gonna go and rescue your dragon. We'll rescue your god.
You rescue
And we'll
God.
go.
Meepo take you leader now. You tell leader. Leader give you all help you need.
I guess we're going to see the leader.
Yep. That changes, man.
Meepo take you Meepo leader.
Okay. Lead the way.
Okay, so Meepo leads you to this corridor. It is a clear and square cut
Text. No, I'm looking up.
corridor. Do you guys want the same marching order, yeah?
Go for it.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you halfway down the corridor, because it'll be easier. Give me 1 second to make sure I'm doing everything correctly. Yes, I am. So, as Meepo steps across the threshold, he says a phrase. It's an odd phrase, because it's in Draconic.
What does it say?
I'll tell you in a second. It's, for those of you that don't speak Draconic, it sounds like he's trying to speak Russian whilst gargling something. You who does speak Draconic, you know...
Learning how to speak Draconic, that's literally, that's a tip.
That's it, that's the
And
best tip.
Russian with gargle.
What he says in Draconic is tickle corn. And you give him a quizzical look, and he says,
Meepo say safe word. Let you get to king without being stabbed.
Got it. Noted. Tickle corn.
So I'm just going to reveal the whole area. I'm going to have to move the map a little bit as well on my stream. Reveal the area, come on. So he takes you down a corridor, he takes a right turn, and then into a huge chamber. Certainly relative to everything else you've been in so far.
There's a good few blooming kobolds, could they?
He stops outside several rooms on the way and shouts the same password before bringing you all before use Drail. So, do you want to line up? Do you want to flank? Do you want to be prepared to be presented? How do you want to deal with this one?
I just walk in. Yep, not really caring.
Sounds like a plan.
Sure thing.
Well, dragon people get smushed in an instant, I don't know what.
James measurements.
Okay. As Meepo comes in, you do see a relatively well-dressed kobold sat on a throne with a carved dragon's head just above where the kobold's head sits. The throne stands near the west wall. It's constructed of fallen bits of masonry stacked against an old altar. On top of the altar sits a variety of small items, so behind the throne. The portion of the altar that serves at the throne's back features a carving of a rearing dragon. A metallic key is held firmly in the dragon's jaws.
There's two options. Hey there.
Evening.
Meepo, who are you to bring these people before great King Yuzdrael? He says, in a relatively booming voice for kobolds.
Meepo bring to find God. They say find God. Me wanted to tell King.
He looks at the party. You claim to find God?
Yes.
No, we will help find.
We'll try.
Huh? Ooh. Do we say? Okay. Actually, alright. Your Highness, well, we will help you find your god in exchange for an item.
Item? Name price.
That key.
I point to the key in the dragon's mouth.
He sort of looks up and he goes, why this key?
I like shiny things.
You will bring God, you say?
Yes.
You can fight goblins?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Oh, yes.
I don't really call it fighting, but yeah, sure. Squish goblins. That's more out.
If you kill goblins, return
Yeah.
Calcrix, you will be given key.
I'm assuming you want Calcrix alive?
Gods cannot die, but unharmed would be preferred.
And
I have a. We'll think of a plan. Your Highness, once again, can you point us in the way that we've got to go?
yeah, where are the goblins to kill?
Meepo will take you, won't you, Meepo?
Meepo do as King command.
What's with your guys' thing against Meepo? Like, just curious. What did he do?
Meepo did nothing. Meepo was born as scorn of Kobold.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Very important member, Kobold Society.
Sure. Okay, just Meepo lead the way. I'll ask interest.
Meepo leads the way. Do you have any questions for the king whilst you're here?
Oh yeah. From Your Highness, from what you've seen, what greenskin forces should we expect?
Many goblins in tower. Hiding. Cowardly. But strong when fight.
Okay. How strong is this tower?
Tower has been here all my life. Been here many lives.
How long do kobolds live?
Direct mutters under his breath. Kobolds live about 10 to 20 years.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you. Do you know of traps we should be on keep an eye out for?
Many traps. Old castle.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's good enough.
He's getting closer and closer to sounding like Yoda.
Keep asking questions.
There is no try.
Keep asking questions. I'll turn into Yoda.
Yeah, just keep it goes greener and greener every question. I'm ready to get moving.
Lead the way, Meepo. We will be back.
Oh,
No.
before we go, does he
Yes.
have anything else that could help us?
Yeah, any resources?
For weapons or anything?
Kingman?
Kobolds will not go to war with goblins. Kobolds lose.
That's why we're here.
Do you have any magical potions that would be useful? Any magical drinking things?
Kobold not give thing for free. Kobold people have many potions. Some not poisonous.
Alright, Your Highness. Do you have a health potion?
No.
He
I have some.
he points to his two bodyguards who are stood either side of the throne. One of them brings out a small table that would actually be more of a sort of, it'd be a bench for little children, because kobolds are already quite small. And it's a small table placed in front of the throne, and on it the guards place 7 bottles. 7 in total. Various sizes, types of glass, various coloured glass and coloured liquids inside. None of them labelled. One of these probably health potion.
I'm good. Surprisingly. I'm good.
This one tastes cinnamon, he says, pointing to the one on the far right.
I'd rather die fighting goblins and stuff than drinking a shit potion and being poisoned.
Fair point. King, they're too pretty for us. We'll leave them with you. We'll be on our way. Meepo, lead the way. Just shut him down completely and just leave.
That's fine. So, Meepo leads the party back to the room you met him in. And I'm going to move you all there now.
On the way there, I go to Meepo and be like, Meepo, why do you take so much shit? Why don't you just take it? Why don't you just say something?
Meepo is born to take this. Meepo is scorn.
Let kobolds be kobolds.
What does scorn mean, Meepo?
Direct doesn't even really know the answer to this. The more you question Meepo, the more it sounds like he believes he was born to be the punching bag. There's no other way to say it.
Okay.
He's the president of the Kobold Society.
But because they can all punch him, they don't punch each other.
Sure.
Kobolds get on very well when all punching Meepo. Meepo not there, kobolds punch each other, kobolds get hurt.
Fair enough.
Come, we have back way into Goblin House. Meepo lead you, King say.
Sure, Meepo.
I don't know where his voice has gone, but it'll come back eventually.
And we agreed he can lead the way and go for it. He can activate the traps if there's any.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we say that without Meepo here.
No, we don't.
Only?
So, are you happy with that plan, Smiler? Meepo's going to lead you into the back way, into the goblin realm.
Sounds like a great plan.
Okay.
The point looks really.
What could go wrong?
Meepo opens this door. And he leads you through this twisty corridor. Comes out to this door here.
That reminds me of Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, yeah?
That theme tune was just on there. Yeah, it's one of the levels in Crash Bandicoot.
It's not.
Yeah, it is.
Take me down to Funky Town.
I'll bust down to some disco tunes.
Absolutely it was. So,
Leave the funky music, white boy.
damn straight, that's a good one. He opens up this door in front of you all.
Yeah.
The room beyond is a fairly clean, empty room. I say clean, respectively clean. It's not full of rubble. It's still full of dust. And particle effects. But it's not full of rubble. There's no, like, mole or corpses or anything in there. Yeah, and Meepo says, "Through here. Door other side is open. Now, Meepo can come, help find God. Or Meepo can stay."
I say he stays now, I think. With the eyes. Meepo, how far to Greenskins from here?
Not far, Greenskins, from here. Go past. But I'm going to have to. Is secret fountains. And go past Fountain 1. And then go down back corridor. Get goblins.
Thank you.
I'm fine with Meepo either way. Don't really care less.
Cool.
Just want to kill some goblins.
Smiler, what about you?
I'm cool to keep it up.
So we've got 1 vote for stay and 3 votes for whatever.
Yeah.
I'd rather have an extra person in the fight.
Yeah. I agree with that for sure. Meepo, can you actually attack? Like, do you fight?
Maybe I'll just take all the punches for us.
There.
He can activate any traps. If we put him in front, he can just activate any traps.
So you ask him this, and practically as quick as you can blink, without any apparent movement, there is a small shiny knife in his hand.
Okay, Meepo, let's go.
He's like,
You've got it.
"Meepo take kobold punches, but any try kill Meepo, Meepo not like."
Okay, Meepo, you've convinced me.
Yeah, we understand Meepo.
Lead the way, little guy.
This way, follow.
So we do that. You can open the first door. There's an explosion. He's dead.
Meepo
Take
opens the door, and with a loud explosion, no.
Oh, just imagine that. Just.
The funnier one would be Meepo goes to open the door, and the door handle turns into a mouth and bites him.
Yeah.
Fight a mimic? No.
Eldritch Bastard.
Meepo leads you into the next room,
It's not called
which I will adjust the camera for.
It's not called Eldritch Blast anymore. It's called Mimic Tester.
So, Meepo leads you into the next room. We've shot through a couple of boxes here. Lovely. You enter the room, and on the right hand, the eastern wall, compass, yes. An ornate fountain is built into the eastern wall of this room. Though cracked and stained, the fountain's carving of a diving dragon still retains its beauty. A relief-carved stone door stands on the western wall opposite the fountain. The rest of the room is covered by dust and small bits of stony debris.
Right, Meepo. Which door?
Goblins is straight down through corridor. Don't know what is in other room. Many kobolds not been in there for many years.
He wants to check the room. Meepo, try to open the door.
Okie doke. Who wants to take over Meepo's roles?
Go on then, I'll do it.
Actually, who fed Meepo?
Me.
Okay, yeah. You will roll for Meepo now.
That's perfectly fine.
Roll me a d20. It'll be a dexterity check, but I'll add it up here. Don't worry.
11.
11.
Yeah.
Okay. Meepo goes to open the door.
We're killing straight about.
As he's about to open it, he suddenly stops and he says, "Writing. Writing say scared. Writing say, rebuke dead, open way."
Maybe don't open the door.
Alright, we'll come back to that one.
He also, you see him like stepping up to the door and then stepping back from the door. And he steps up to the door and he steps back to the door. And he goes, "Door is cold. Door very cold."
We could just back up on that.
Fireball it, that won't help.
Fireball the door.
That one activated. Sure, why not?
Yep, I fireball the door.
Back up first. Jesus Christ.
Everybody, back up.
No, instantly.
What's that Alan's guy's name? Altman. Altman, how about I fireball it, you Eldritch Blast it at the same time.
You don't.
Yeah, Eldritch Blast only works on creatures, not inanimate objects.
I think he's trying to test if it's a mimic or not.
You don't cross spells, guys. Come on.
Ah, right, okay, I can do that. Across the streams.
Yeah.
You don't do that. That's
Yeah,
not.
cool. It's not going to send me flying again, is it?
Well,
I
Yeah.
turn my shot away from the door.
Yes.
So I'm facing away from the door. My shell is facing towards.
alright, let's roll damage.
Okay.
Please roll through hit points.
Roll a hit. 11 plus 6, 17.
So, the Eldritch Blast just fizzles, sort of dissipates against the door. Not in any my spell was countered way, more in a there was no target way.
And damage from me. 6.
6 points of damage.
Yep, 6 points of damage with the fireball.
Okay, the fireball hits the door and splashes, but turns a very odd shade of deep crimson. Don't know if any of you have seen fire cast into a freezer, but it
No.
goes a sort of very dark red and then very quick yellow and then goes out. Or at least the ones I did, and I can't tell you where I learnt that information.
I don't like. This door doesn't look fun.
No, I'm just going to ignore that door now. I'll fireball it. But
It has a door handle. It's other than the
Why
carving, the carving, the
Why would
writing.
they put something there if there wasn't something valuable behind it?
can Mage Hand open the door?
Try it.
Yeah, I use Mage Hand to open the door.
Okay, you open the door. The door opens relatively easily, but as the mage hand twists the door and pushes it open, there is a thunk of something operating, a whirling of gears, and a scythe blade at about shoulder height for a 5 foot something human. So neck height for a dwarf, head height for a kobold. Comes scything down from the ceiling.
What height would it be
I
for
retract
a
my
Githzerin?
shot instantly.
What height would it be for a what, sorry?
What height would that be for a Githzerin?
It's there, it's like 5.
Like it would have hit you in like the side of your ribs, lower
Okay.
shoulder, maybe your arm.
I instantly go with my shell.
It would have definitely done some damage, put it that way.
Thank God for Mage Hand.
However, it appears that once it's fired, it doesn't reset. It springs down and the scythe blade keeps going until it sort of goes almost to 180 and hits the ceiling again. At which point the scythe blade stops the contraption as it clatters into the ceiling.
Good thinking, no nose. Let's go.
Okay.
Meanwhile, you go first.
Cheers.
What was that? I never heard it.
They said your
I
nickname
said that nickname has to stick. No,
Yeah,
no.
I agree with it.
Okay, so just give me a second to check something here.
I will think. I can't even walk into the water that last time. I will think. I will think of this one.
Do you guys smell anything bad? Oh, you don't, do you? Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Make fun of the guy that has no nose.
Yeah.
It may be
How does
using
he smell?
Okay, so you open this door. And you see, if I've done this right, what appears to be some form of sanctuary or crypt. There are several stone sarcophagus, vertical, 3 to the north, 2 to the south. And at the end of the room, there is an altar.
Anything on the altar?
Anything on the altar. It's carved into images of dragons. It appears to be made from black obsidian. And a single candle burns brightly on the altar. Next to the candle are a small whistle and a crystal flask containing an unknown liquid.
Hey, John. I open the door and tell... It's 60 feet range with Maychan.
It is,
So
yes.
I tell him to grab the crystal, what was it, like a crystal flask or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Grab that with the Maychan and see what happens. Like, I open the door, so we're all still in the other room, and he's looking through the door.
Okay, so you're going to come to there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
2,
gonna.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Could I still use Mage Hand from behind the safety of the tall?
No, because you need to see it. You need to see it.
I'm taller than you.
You know.
I could say he's like the height. I think he's like 6 foot.
I'm just checking something.
Yeah, 7 foot is what I could say.
So, what would you like to pick up, did you say?
Problem 7.
The crystal flask with the mysterious liquid in.
Okay. Everybody played Skyrim.
Yep. Oh yes.
You know the Draugr tombs where you enter and there's that thunk of the lids all sliding off? Yeah.
Yep.
The minute you move the flask, there is a sudden crack, a whoosh of air,
And a Draugr pops out.
and 5 Draugr pop out, 1 in each box.
Okay, I quickly close the door for a second. Do you want to deal with this?
Just click. Don't think about it yet.
I just before I close it, 1 second, guys, 1 second. Close the door. Do you want to deal with this, or
You see. I want to see. I can see them all.
it depends? Because some things like that are immune to that kind of stuff. Undead, you know. I don't mind dealing with them, but it's up to you guys.
I'll take the draw.
I need initiative checks, whatever you're doing.
Okay.
Screw it, let's do it.
I got 13.
Okay, let's do it to initiative.
Let's do it. I open the door. Fuck it.
I got a 7.
Sorry, who got a 7?
Azrath.
Azrath. I spelled your name wrong, Azrath, sorry.
That'll do, I'll go with Azrath.
Okay, tough. Tell Cook, what's your initiative?
1 sec. What did I say? What? 12. I got 12.
12.
Yeah.
This is 14. Altman, have you got initiative, Alan?
Yeah, it's on there. 3.
Oh, I didn't see it.
You might have scored it in the chat.
I've got it.
Oh,
Thank you.
He even smell put in the chat, how does he smell? Cheeky bastard.
Let's list everyone's favourite smell as well. Sorry, awkward.
Apparently I can't smell food.
I'm hungry.
Food.
Don't get hungry.
Rage. Right.
Angry total.
Luckily for you, Smiler, skeletons are fucking awful.
Like food-wise, but otherwise.
Okay. So, initiative-wise, we are starting with Garyon.
Alrighty.
The other side of this door, there are 5 skeletons just emerged from their coffins.
I will go here.
Okay. So, Garyon is going to push through the door.
Yep. Next one.
Next one over.
That's it. And I'm going to use my war hammer with two-handed with this guy.
Warhammer two-handed on the guy in front of you. Go for it.
Oh, Sorry, that was the damage. Wrong button.
It's fine.
Oh, for Christ's sake. I presume that doesn't hit.
Is that a natural 1?
No, that's an 8.
That's an 8. Okay, yes. That fails to hit.
And then...
It's one of these where you swing your hammer, and if it was a living thing that moved at a normal speed, it would be right where you swung your hammer. But because the skeleton moves a little bit jerkily and slowly, your hammer just passes in front of its face.
And as a bonus action, I will use my War Priest and be able to attack again.
Okay, Warrior Priest ability. Go for it. I
I
love Warrior Clerics, by the way. They're one of the funnest classes to play.
forgot, did it again. Wrong button.
Okay, we can store that damage if you want.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Roll to
right
hit
now.
first. Unfortunately, that doesn't hit.
Jesus. So I'm very, very slow with that Warhammer.
And it's, again, you don't even really know why you've missed. You've just missed with both attacks. The skeleton wasn't where you expected it to be with your swings. Tell Cook, it is your turn.
First, I would like to rage.
Okay.
And then I'll go to the left of thingy.
There?
Gary. Yeah.
Okay.
And slap the middle one with my battle axe.
Middle one with your battle axe. Roll to hit.
Yeah. That is 17.
17 hits.
D12. That is 12 points of damage.
12 points of
Oh,
damage.
plus 2. Look, rage, so 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage.
Nice.
Rage, I'm not barbarian. So.
It's a little better than me with my...
Your axe comes down vertically into the skull of the skeleton, splitting the skull into fragments. As the lights in its eyes go out, the entire body just falls into individual bones. And there's quite a nice... as they all hit the floor.
Awesome. Yeah.
Okay, that was a good hit.
Foley artist or something.
Yeah. Direct's turn. He's going to move just inside the door. And he's going to take a shot at the one that Gadion is fighting.
Attempting to fight.
Attempting to fight.
Alright, I'll try.
Everyone tries the hardest to get. This is what you get. This is what you get for making fun of the guy with no nose.
He's missed.
I'm a big fucking elephant, I'm slow.
He has missed with his longbow.
He's the opposite of you with no nose. He's got more of a nose.
Yeah.
He has missed,
What?
unfortunately.
Oh, that long face. That's a face.
Next is Azrath, your turn.
Okay, since I'm not in that room, can I still use Mage Hand and try and get that bottle?
Why? You need to kill the things first.
You can,
Yeah,
yes.
I thought everyone else did. No. No, I fireball the one in the top left-hand corner.
Top left, okay. Roll to hit.
So if it goes well. Oh, 18 plus 6.
That's definitely a hit.
Cool. Oh, I need 1d10. Four.
4.
4 points of damage.
Okay. He takes 4 points of damage.
Fair enough.
Altman, your turn, sir.
Can I close the door?
You can, yes.
Oh, no, I am going to pick up Bobby, or whatever his name is.
Meepo.
Nico, that was it. And him at this skeleton.
Throw him at the skeleton.
Go, big one.
Okay, roll me a strength check. Woof. Okay. I now need a to
That's
hit
still
roll.
different.
Ranged weapon, to hit roll, improvised weapon. Roll me a dexterity check. No modifiers, just straight dexterity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll play Meepo, aren't I? I rolled a 14, so I don't know what his dex mod is, but...
That's alright, Altman failed to hit. 14 plus his dex. He at least lands on his feet and doesn't get hurt. But he doesn't In fact, you rolled so badly, he gets to there. But he does land on his feet and he doesn't get hurt.
Fair.
Evil turn. I mean, it's fairly easy. One of them's going to move up to direct and attack him. Missed. Fucking hell. Roll 20's dice are terrible today.
They are, aren't they?
I've then got this one. Is going to run up to tell Cook and try to hit him.
Yeah.
18.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. You take...
I'll take half damage because of range. But,
Yeah, 1 second. Where's it
Pulls out some more mighty heavenly devilishly sword and slices you in half.
I'm going to make a new character.
It's not a lot of damage. You take 5 damage.
So that's half. So will I have it to 2 or 3 because of range?
3. It's half rounded up.
Yeah, okay.
There's then the one that you injured is also going to attack you.
Sure.
11.
Misses.
And then the final one is going to attack Gary on. So this is you, Sid. 16.
Misses.
Okay. Turn order reverts to Gary on.
Cool. I will try to do the same thing, but only with one attack this time.
Okay.
On this one.
Same one. Lovely.
200. Did it again every time. Wrong button. Oh, sweet Jesus. Apparently, every time I press the wrong button, it then does it.
That again, you just can't get the movement patterns of the skeleton down. It is never quite where you expect it to be.
I don't like this.
After Garion, it is tell the cook once more.
What's the plan?
I go for the one on the top left.
Okay.
Plus 6. You hit. Plus 7. That's a 25.
That hits.
And that is 11 plus 5 plus 16. 18 points of damage.
Again, with another mighty swing of your axe, cleave through the skull of another skeleton and it goes down.
Go on, just do a turtle roll. Oh, God.
Next is Durek, who is going to attack the one in front of him with his short sword, dropping his bow, clearly. Okay. There are 7 points of damage. He's holding his own quite nicely.
Okay.
Azath, it is your turn again.
The one in front of Telcook, or behind Telcook.
Yes.
Oh no, actually, no. The one that Daruk.
This one.
Yeah, I
Okay.
used Mind Slither on him.
Mind Sliver.
Yeah,
And what does that do?
the target must succeed on an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, because the skeleton's so smart.
If he rolls, I'll tell him if he passes. Let's go. No, he fails.
Fails.
So you now take 1d6 psychic damage and subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn.
Boom. Okay.
I'm just going to roll my damage. Oh.
Well, roll it.
Yeah, I rolled the damage for the 1d6 was 6.
Oh, okay, Ted. There's a so. What do you do with your mind sliver then? Is it like a vicious mockery, an insult? Do you dredge up horrible memories?
No, it says you drive a disorientating spike attack. So I close my eyes, focus, but with my eyes closed, I'm staring in the direction of the one that was in front of
Okay.
Gary. I'm just staring down, and all of a sudden I open my eyes and glare right into his mind.
The brief glimpse you get before the skull explodes is of a very... It's like watching a modern day film in black and white. It's very old. It deliberately looks very grainy. It's almost disconnected. Again, these are skeletons, long dead. The things animating them aren't real souls and minds anymore.
Yeah.
Actually, no. A better analogy. It's like reading the children's picture book version of a film. It's very simple and very colourful, but very black and white. Yes, you kill it. Its skull explodes, and the rest of the bones drop to the floor.
I'll take it.
Altman, it's you again.
Okay.
You're gonna throw Meepo again?
Into the room. So what?
You're coming into the room.
Step into the room.
Is
That one there.
Yeah.
I am gonna hit him.
Has Meepo not been attacking?
Meepo hasn't, but he did get bodily thrown into the room.
And
That is a
roll a
natural
20.
20.
Nice.
Roll your damage, sir, and double it.
Oh.
Altman steps into the room, and with one hand checking his beret, does a very swift Hadouken, sending a wave of energy crashing forwards. More powerful than he intended, but dramatic effect. Shattering the skeleton into pieces and flinging the bones around the room. The remaining skeleton will continue to attack Telcook.
Yep.
A 20.
Yeah, that hits.
A further 4 damage.
So 2 damage.
2,
His rest.
yeah, 2 damage.
Okay.
I believe that puts us back to Garrion. Time to atone for your mistakes.
Gonna swing round, sort of backhand with my with one hand, which is where I'll hit with
Yeah.
because it's less damage.
Is that a total of a 20 or a natural 20?
Total.
Finally.
So backhanding with the hammer in a single hand.
That pissed off that he's not been hit. He just didn't even care.
In fact, the attack wasn't a genuine attack. You were just lashing out behind you, and you just feel the hammer connect with something. Like you're not even trying this time, and you get it.
7 damage.
7 damage knocks a couple of ribs off it, and the skeleton has a genuine sort of wobble moment.
No.
Telcook, I'm assuming you're going to spin around for the skeleton.
Yep.
Okay.
That'll be. Plus. I think it's 12. Let me just double check. Plus 7, 13, sorry.
That hits.
Okay. And 3 plus 4, 8. 10 damage.
10 damage is a lot of damage.
Did I do it?
Hey, not quite. The skeleton stumbles back, apparently on its last legs. It's
Only one of them left.
the green light glowing in its eyes flares briefly, and it stares Telcook dead in the eyes.
Yeah.
And as it advances forward, a small red shape appears in the corner of your vision,
Oh no.
and a small silver knife. The
Yeah.
red shape appears in the corner of your vision at head height, and a small silver knife plunges into the socket of the skeleton's eye. There's a brief moment where the skeleton's jaw opens wide in a very comical "ha," and then the skull falls off. The rest of the skeleton drops, and from the debris, Meepo extricates himself from a pile of bones.
Good man,
Go
Meepo.
Meepo.
Meepo, help friend. Meepo, good.
I give Meepo a high five.
Meepo doesn't understand the concept of a high five, but tries to shake your hand.
Alright, yeah. Alright, we'll do that. I'll shake your hand. Yep.
So, with the fight over, you have 3 items on the altar. You have a candle, a flask, and a whistle.
Yoink.
I'll take the crystal flask.
Which one are you yoinking, Altman?
All of it. I will go, but everything but the crystal flask, apparently.
So you're going to take the candle and the whistle.
Hmm?
So, does anyone have access to anything like detect magic?
Yes.
No, I have detect good and evil. No, that's completely different.
No, I decided not to go with it.
You're a wizard.
Detect magic.
It must be one of my other characters that does.
The fire on the candle, Altman, you move the candle around, and whilst the flame flickers, it still burns strongly.
Ooh.
Would you like to test this?
Yeah, no, we can't.
As in blow it out.
You can try blowing it out. There's a number of ways you can test it, yes.
We need to when we can.
First of all, can I investigate the throne to see if there was anything, any more the altar, sorry, to see if there's any sort of...
You absolutely can. Roll me either perception or investigation, whichever you choose.
That's my shit.
The altar is carved from a huge block of obsidian with another slab placed on top. Other than the join where the slab is on top of the block, the rest of it feels very solid and very smooth on the sides. There's not really anywhere to hide anything. It's a large black block of stone.
Right, guys, who's blowing out the candle?
I just smushed the candle with my hand.
Okay, ow. Take 1 point of fire damage.
Worth it.
Love
I
it.
think it's just me, bro. Okay.
I do like this party.
However, when you remove your hand, the flame is still burning.
On my hand or?
No, on the candle.
Guys, turn
Can I
around.
grab some of that water that's in that flask?
I'm going to try and blow it out with my trunk.
The Loxodon's going to try blowing it out with his trunk first. Nothing happens.
Cool.
Just out of curiosity, has anyone got any healing? Because
What
Todd's
did
a
you...
little hurt.
Go on.
Yeah, Todd's a little hurt. Anyone got any sweet healing?
No.
I've got 6 out of 17 hit points left, so
Cool. Hang
Don't
on.
help you with
Yeah, I'll use healing word and say a magic word that I haven't thought of yet.
You're an elephant, so isn't your magic word...
Something like that. No, that's...
good healing. I can only hear. Cheers.
Would it be tinklecorn? Was that the word that was said earlier?
Tickle corn.
Tickle corn.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, my rolls are so shit. You only gain 4 points of health.
I'll take it.
4 points is better than no points.
On a D4 plus 3.
It's still better than
You
no
got
points.
4.
I got the least
No,
amount of pop,
don't
but
worry.
it's better than none.
So,
And that's all my spell slots. Bollocks.
you also had... Alan, you also had the whistle, yes?
Yes. Can I blow the whistle?
You can blow the whistle, yes. When you blow the whistle, it doesn't make a sound.
Well, a dog comes
No
running.
matter how hard you blow.
Alden, your whistle's broken. Just.
Could be a dog whistle. Could
I
be something help.
What?
You hear the whistle? No?
If you examine the whistle, there is something carved on the facing of the whistle. Who reads Dwarven?
Oh.
Not me.
Not me. I've got some language, some other languages, but
I
not
can
that one.
speak Aquan, which is fish, and Draconic common.
I can speak Celestial, Common, Gith, and Primordial.
I have comprehend languages. Can I cast that?
If you cast that, you will be able to tell what it says, yes. However, you do have...
Is Aquan.
You are accompanying a dwarf ranger.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just have the dwarf ranger to read it, shall we?
He tells you the runes spell out the name Night Caller.
We've got a hot dog
That
called
is-
that. Oh no, Nightcrawler.
Yeah. That is as in the call of the night, not the X-Man Nightcrawler.
Oh.
This is
Oh,
Night Caller.
I was just going to wonder if it had a distant cousin you had the night.
This thing at the front, is it an altar or like a tomb, did you say?
It's an altar. It's very definitely an altar.
Alright, so guys, if we want to try and put this candle out, I have one last method to try and put out the fire.
I don't think it's already a big deal. Has anyone got an empty cup?
No, don't spoil my fun. I'll take a week on the candle.
You're a child. You're a child. You just pissed on a candle. This girl was the person that punched the candle.
Just for the record, I'm holding the fucking candle.
I was waiting for you to say that. I was waiting for you to say that. So, Altman is very upset.
The flat of liquid that was next to the candle.
Whichever way you do it, water does not put the flame out.
Okay.
That's bright.
Sorry,
No,
guys,
no,
I've
no,
plugged
no,
in.
I have to specify how you can put out the candle. Did you use the water or solid?
We'll just leave it there.
Okay, you tried to piss in them, and everyone's looking at you like, the fuck are you doing?
Just to remind
You
Alan,
try to back up.
if you are suspecting something is a magic item, you can attune to it in a short rest or a long rest. You need an hour.
Okay.
Once you've attuned to it, you'll be able to know what it does and what its rules and that are.
Alright, I'll just keep both of these things then, and just be sort of holding the candle, because I'm assuming that if I put it in like my pocket, it'll set me on fire, so I don't want to do that.
Well, any of our spellcasters, do you have a spell called Continual Flame?
No.
No.
Okay. I can tell you this one because it's easy. Because anyone that knows spellcasting knows of the spell. It's a relatively common spell. Continual Flame is just a normal fire that can't be put out until the spellcaster wants it to be put out.
Ah.
So assumingly having it on this item means that until the candle is destroyed, it's going to burn forever.
I smushed it with my hand.
Yeah, but it didn't go out. That's why you took 1 point of fire damage.
Okay, it's nothing
You
special.
just burn your hand.
Yeah.
I smush it with hammer.
Can I attune to this bottle of liquid? I don't know if it's a magical bottle.
No, it's going to be a potion.
The vial.
Yeah.
Got tuned to that.
So,
Potion.
when you closely inspect the flask, the crystal on one side is carved so that the symbol for, well, like a flame, is standing proud of the words of the flat of the flask, and has a carved, you know, the no entry symbol, the big red circle with the line through it,
Yeah.
has that carved over the top like someone saying no fire.
Okay.
Or
Put fire in it.
A fire resistance potion.
Fire resistance.
I'm assuming.
That's correct. Potion of resistance
Is it
fire.
a flammable liquid that if I set it on fire, it will explode?
No, it is a potion of resistance fire. It will do the opposite.
Yeah, potion of
Ah,
So pour that in your pocket and then put the candle in it.
You can do that if you want, you know.
Just keep the
Put the
fire
candle in the
I
pocket.
am happy to hold the candle. Let's move on if there's nothing else to know.
Yeah, we are spending a long time on this candle.
Leave the candle. It's just
Oh,
just an extra special
because
candle.
I feel bad about, you know, pissing on Altman. I give him
No,
the
no, no.
potion.
You didn't piss on Holman. You tried to piss on Holman, and we all stopped you from pissing on
Well,
Holman.
I still give him the potion because I nearly peed on him.
Cool.
Altman, take the fire resistance potion.
Well, there's a group of 5 people and one person just unzips the trousers. There's going to be some questions.
Yeah, it's like, oh, stop it now.
What the fuck are you doing?
That's away.
Meepo needs an adult!
Don't worry, touch Jimmy.
So,
He's probably a fucking child.
there is no other exits from this room.
We leave out the door we came through.
I'm assuming you all do.
Yeah.
Me probably the way. Sorry, but he's still bait.
Okay, so As you enter the corridor, I've not managed to do all of it.
It is big corridor. Well, I don't know why I went kind of part Russian then.
Meepo, I'm going to do this bit as well to make sure I've got it all done in one go.
Oh.
Come, come, Meepo, show you the way. Meepo, show you the way.
Yeah, I follow Miko. Yeah.
So, you're in a small T section of the corridor.
Yeah.
He says, looking straight ahead, you can see the edge of another fountain. Just now, right at the top of the room, here, you can see the edge of another fountain. Just to. This one is also dry with no liquid in it. Down the sides of the room,
Don't tell him there's no liquid in it. He'll pee in it.
you can see several.
All right, that's going to be a running thing now.
No, we've got no nose and pisser. That's what we've got so far.
I mean, yeah,
I
we
turn
have.
into an elephant.
So yeah, you've got 6 smaller doors down the sides, 3 down the left, 3 down the right. Yep.
Yeah.
There, and they're opposites.
Okay.
And then at the end of the corridor, you can see a dry fountain. And then Meepo is pointing to a door just to the left. And he says,
Through here, goblins, through here.
Let's go.
Let's go through there then.
Meepo.
Yep.
You going through the door or are you going down the corridor?
We'll go where
Through the
Meepo
door.
says.
Where
Okay.
Miko was saying.
We go where Meepo goes.
Miko goes, we follow.
So, Meepo takes you to another door.
I felt like damn tune stuck in it.
Yeah. So, this empty chamber, as you walk through it, appears to only be home to rat droppings, crumbled flagstones, and some stairs. Stains, not stairs. I would like either investigation or perception checks from everybody, please.
Cool. Investigation it is.
I got 17 on perception.
Nope.
7 plus 7, I got a 14. No, 15. 15. 7 plus 6.
Okay.
Oh, I might count. Yeah.
Plus 6.
So you
13.
all, those of you that rolled 10, 15 or above, notice that in this room there are tracks through the dust, leading up to the door, but appear to turn around at the door and go back out again.
Never actually entered in the door then.
There is a few older tracks underneath, but you don't know how old. These are like muddy boots rather than in the dust, but there's dust on top of them, so.
I'd say quickly back up and try the door with Mage Hand.
Yep. I mage hand the door.
You just back up a bit and just try it with Mage Hand just to
Meepo, get behind me 2 seconds.
maybe get behind the big tall.
And then I get behind the tall. We start a conga line behind the tall.
1 second.
I need a spell to play music, you know. Start a conga line going to the enemy base.
No, we see the bard. That's all we need.
Let's open back on.
So, you are opening the door, yes?
With Mage Hand.
With mage hand.
So the door opens away from you into the room ahead of you. As the door opens, there is a very faint but still audible tinkling of a metal bell.
That's the wrong word to use round him.
I was literally going to say that. Put your dick away.
Your name is Tinkles!
Oh, for fuck's sake. It's gone from no, tinkles.
Great.
You can hear, along with, once the bell stops chiming, you get a good look down this corridor here. Ba-bum. That appears to have lots of little shapes all over the floor. And at the end of the corridor, there is a wall. About waist height to a human, a little bit below. Other than that, the floor is covered with these small, spiky pyramid shapes.
Yeah.
Is that your phone?
No, it's autopad downstairs.
Oh, that's loud.
I firebolt the floor from the safety of the other room.
You firebolt the floor.
Yeah, I don't trust the spiky bits, so
Okay.
I firebolt in one bit of the floor.
Well, you don't miss because it's the floor. I'm not that kind of DM. There is a wash of flame. A couple of the spiky things roll over. But whichever way they land, they have at least one spike pointing up.
Can I ask Meebo to go pick up all the spiky things first?
He says, must be careful. Nearly goblin time now.
Yeah, Meepo, Divine, just pick up the spiky things and push them to the side of the room.
Meepo says, for friends, Meepo be brave.
I'll give you some food afterwards.
He
We will cover you.
steps into the room and starts clearing up caltrops carefully, sliding them around with his foot.
The room just slowly gets smaller and smaller and you see him get squished.
And, 1 second. Okay, I need this.
Indiana Jones bolt comes down.
Right, there we are. Okay, so this is better than rolling it on the screen. Okay.
Oh dear, the DM laughed.
I'm scared.
As Meepo enters the room, I'm going to reveal this all on the map as well while I do it. Boom. No, come on, reveal it. Boom.
Would you like to use our very fancy book holder? If you see what it's
Pop it
got.
up for me. Nice. Yeah, if you could pop that in there for me, thank you. Two goblins appear from behind the low wall with short bows. They fire 2 arrows. One of them misses wildly. The other one hits his friend in the arm. I rolled a 2 and a 1 on their attacks.
Amazing.
Ooh.
The first goblin, the goblin that fired the shot, goes, "Oh fuck!" The goblin that got hit goes, "Ah, fuck! What are you doing, you idiot? You're supposed to shoot the intruders, not me! I'm sorry, I got confused!"
While they're arguing,
Can I step into the room and fire an Eldritch Blast at them?
You're going to step into the room and fire an Eldritch Blast, did you say?
Please, yeah, and push Meebo back into the room.
Okay, 1 second.
I'll firebolt the other one.
I ready a javelin.
Are you stepping into the room?
Yep. I get in the doorway and ready a javelin.
Firebolt.
Okay, 1 second.
attack.
Yeah, so you go.
Give me 1 second.
Everyone's got an arrow stuck in his arm. I'm going to Eldritch Blast that.
I miss.
Yeah.
I need you both to roll dexterity saves, please.
Alright. Let's roll that one again. That'll do.
I need a dexterity save, Smiler, as well, please.
That's an 18.
Okay. Your Eldritch Blast hits. Roll me damage.
Okay.
Okay. Come on, give me it. There we go. Your Eldritch Blast knocks the one that fired the arrow clean over. And there's a brief shout of "Holy shit!" as he goes down. The fire bolt. Would you like to roll me a hit?
No, I missed.
You got a natural one.
A natural 1. Roll me another d20.
Oh no.
Roll a d20. Oh god. No, I rolled a natural 1, and then I rolled a natural 20.
Oh dear, that's not a good thing in this point in time.
Roll me damage, please.
Alright, please, if this is me, do not be higher than a 7.
Max damage 10.
10.
Oh my god. Alan,
You killed me.
I'm afraid you're taking 20 fire damage.
I'm not. I've only got 9. No, I've got a bit of resistance of flame.
You're not there, though, I suppose.
So I doused myself in it while no one was looking.
I will give you a dexterity check to avoid the blow, Alan.
Is this the guy who just tried to pee on me? He's now trying to blow me.
This is not going well for me.
This is the second session in a row that Alan has been killed by a friendly player.
How much health have
Definitely
you
put
got?
the price of the up.
The D&D gods are trying to tell you something, Smiler.
How much damage do you need to take to instantly die, is it again?
9.
So if he takes 18, he dies. If you take your maximum over your 0.
So he takes the 20. He'd be dead.
What's your maximum health, Smiler? 9.
Meat.
You insta
That's
kill
an
them!
insta-kill.
That's an instant death. It doesn't have to be. Here we go. Meepo, seeing the spell going wild,
Oh, no,
takes a
that's not
single chance.
I can't be a troll.
Has a single chance to interrupt it.
You're rolling me, but-
Roll me a d20.
Oh, come
Tell
on.
Cook.
Last time we played character died. That's a 13.
Okay. Meepo's tough. Meepo has been beaten and burnt and scarred his entire life. Meepo wants to avoid that fate for his new friends. And he dives forward, landing on the face of the Black Orc and overbalancing him. So Smiler's going to stumble that way. And Meepo takes the shot.
Oh god.
He's dead. There's no way that little shit's living.
Meepo has resistance to fire, being a kobold.
Uh-huh.
However, he still goes to 0 as the firebolt hits him and slams him to the ground.
Oops.
You nearly just outright player killed someone, like fully. Like full.
Smiler,
There's no. That would have been, if you had him, there wouldn't have been any death
Yes,
saves.
sir.
That would be instant death.
Smiler, you do take 2 damage for caltrops as you stumble onto them. But you do avoid the instant death as Meepo sacrifices himself and now lies unconscious.
Okay. Thank you very much, Meeple.
Sorry, Meepo.
I will sort you out. Don't worry.
Can I quickly peek in the door and just launch a javelin on the goblin?
You could try.
Yeah.
Don't hit Alan.
10 plus 7, 17.
That's a hit.
D6 plus 5.
Oh yeah, flip take.
9 damage.
9 damage. Which one were you attacking?
The one on the right.
The one that's already been shot by his friend.
Yeah.
He Boom, boom.
Fucking javelin just goes flying through the air.
As he turns around to yell expletives at the other goblin, your javelin catches him sort of sideways and holds his arms up like a scarecrow briefly. And he looks down and he goes, "Oh, bugger," and collapses.
His mate goblin is having PTSD after that. I'm just saying. Shoots so mate, see the javelin just goes through his mate's chest.
The other goblin has an absolutely horrified look on his face.
I'm laying on the floor watching this.
You're laid on the floor. Meepo slumped unconscious near the wall.
Alright, as a redemption, I use Mind Slither on the goblin.
Okay. Save.
Mind Slither fucking thingy to move on to more.
He's saved. It's a 20. So
Alright, fair enough.
he is so horrified by his friend dying in front of him that when you do launch your Mind Sliver, it's like launching it at a brick wall. The fear has just overtaken his mind and there's no way in for you.
Alright then, last one. I use Infestation.
Well, hang on. We've got Durek and Gary on as well if you want to do anything.
Yeah, can I see through where I am, or do I need to move?
You're stood in the doorway, so you're here.
I stand above everyone else, don't I, that's in front of me?
I'd say if you move there, you can see him because you can look diagonally through the doorway.
Cool. If I cast something over, I'm not going to hit anyone unless I roll a nat one.
Don't do an Azrath.
Why would you say that? Can I remain slightly sort of like crouched on the floor?
Can you what, sorry?
Can I just duck?
Yes, you
in
can.
general?
Just remain prone.
We've made a very paranoid warlock.
Yeah, I wonder why, because last session he got fucking knocked out by the dwarf, didn't he? And then this session he got fully killed.
Yep.
11 o'clock, but I'm okay. Just carry on.
Knowing how this has gone so far with fire attacks, I'm not going to do Sacred Flame. I'm going to go with the less effective word of Radiance and utter a divine word of some description, which I haven't thought of yet. I'll think for next session.
I think word of radius is 5 feet.
It has failed its dexterity checks for all your damage.
Constitution saving, yeah.
Either way. It's
Alright, cool.
Dex for... Wait, what was that you were casting? Sacred
word of
Flame.
Radiance, Constitution saving.
Either way, I rolled a 7, which doesn't pass.
Cool. And then damage roll.
I'm just going to do damage and then I'll come back to you.
Fave.
It's dead. Yeah, the horrified expression on this goblin's face just leaves its eyes as this blinding light overcomes it and it just goes, "Oh, thank God," and dies. So, you now have an unconscious Meepo slowly dying on the floor.
I'm going to get up off the floor and I'm going to use my healer's kit to bring him back, to stabilise him.
Stop him rolling death throws, okay?
Anyone would like to heal him, that would be good.
I can't heal, but I can spare him from dying.
Do it, which is the same thing, so.
Puts him onto 0, so yeah, it's
I
the same
pulled it out of
thing.
the couch.
Yep, so. Meepo is stabilised on 0. Durek says that he knows some small healing. He was going to save it until he was in deep trouble, but if you want, he can bring Meepo back to consciousness.
I would say, yes, Meepo's safe. If we leave him in this room, block the door we came through, I just leave Meepo here. I'm just suggesting it.
I mean, he's safe now, but if anything else finds him and attacks him, it's auto-death.
Just
I feel like he should come with us.
fine, I start carrying him. You want to heal him? We can heal him if you want. If not, I'll just carry him for now.
Well, Durek offers 2 options. He has a potion, which isn't a lot of health, but he can use it here. Or he has his own arts, being a ranger, which would heal him to full health, but would take 1 use away from either him or the rest of you.
Use the potion.
Potion?
Fine.
Tell Cook, you're responsible for Meepo. Is that what you choose?
I'm not bothered. Yeah, sure, potion. Go for it.
Okay, roll me a d4 and then add 2, please.
3, 4 plus 2. That is a 3 plus 2, so he gets 5 hit points.
He's back to full health anyway. He comes round as the potion dribbles past his lips. And you see... yeah, and he sort of blinks his eyes and he goes, Meepo, live?
Yeah, Meepo, you're alive.
He looks at Altman and says, Meepo, friend, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, just
Good.
ignore the Meepo killer over here, pointing towards Voldemort.
Just in future, mate, be careful of the rest of the party. They like to try and kill us for some reason. They forget their own mistakes.
Whoa. The rest of the party, well, some of the assholes in this party haven't seemed to try and kill all the party, just apparently you.
So to say, just and the so he's on my team.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the party's apparently.
Alright, yeah, I apologise. I didn't think it was going to go that badly.
Okay.
If the body goblins are still there, I'm going to grab their bow and arrow and give it to Meepo. See if he knows how to use one.
With a bow, he said.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. He knows how to fight. He only has a knife, but it doesn't mean that's all he knows how to use.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
the bow and arrow, and we'll collect up any bolts.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming you're all going to advance to where the goblins are.
Yeah.
Yep.
I need dexterity saves from everybody to avoid the caltrops, unless you spend an hour clearing them out of this corridor.
Oh,
A long time.
Would it speed up me using Mage Hand to clear the caltrops?
no, it wouldn't.
I push them to the side.
It would be slower.
I am a big bumbling elephant.
You take 1 point of damage.
Oh, but I'm
I
still
got
alright.
16.
Anyone who rolls a 15 or more is fine. If you roll below a 15, you take 1 point of damage.
I got 16.
I got 18.
I'm good. Telcub gets a moving. Big fucking tall.
So he's the only one that took damage, Alan.
Yeah, I think so.
You really have no luck, man.
Twice in a row of my own team. Almost killed twice in a row of my own team.
I love it how you've taken more damage. You've taken more potential damage from your own team than you have any.
Yes, I was going to say, I don't think I've actually been hit by anything else.
A single skeleton, when you used your ability to stay alive, just leaned down and cut your throat. There you go. So, small room at the end of the corridor. The filth on the floor and stains on the walls, shabby hides, and fire pit attest to years of use in this room.
I pick up each goblin and shake him for any gold.
Roll me 2d6.
Thank you, little Langos, for hosting.
Thank you.
Is that what that was? I couldn't see.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
I rolled 7
I mean,
2d6.
correct, but, you know.
You find a total of 4 copper pieces.
I'll take.
So there is a door opposite
Nice.
Meepo, heading south.
I throw the goblin corpses into the corner, by the way, just throw it away. Who wants to take the door? I'll do it.
Yeah, I'll Mage Hand the door.
Yeah, okay.
The door opens.
And then I'll walk through. As
You hear, as the door opens, you hear 1, 2, 3, loose. The. Oh, Stinky, good shot. You hit the target. And none of us got hit. Good day. Good day.
Can I move?
I think we
Meepo
stealthily
out the way?
try and walk
I
in.
want to try something. I want to move Meepo out of the way.
Okay.
So, I see where the arrows go shot, right?
If you move down to this corner, you'll be able to see into this bit of the room.
Basically, what I want to do, because I want to see where they are, I want to run. I want to get a run up down the corridor, jump, and get in my shell on the jump. So then, when I appear around that corner, I'm in my shell.
So you want to get to there, but you're in your shell when you look.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
Okay.
trying to take numbers.
What?
In the two things in Mario, you just slide around the corner and just knock them off.
No, it just gives me a higher AC if I'm in my shell, so fuck it. if I do, ricochet off the walls, I don't mind.
There you go. So this is what you see. You see several targets with arrows, and one of them with a spear in it.
Okay.
You want to go into that corner, then run and jump and go back in your shell?
Can I do? Yeah. I signal to the rest of the party to move forward.
This hand just comes out the shell.
I get out of the shell.
Okay.
And I signal to the party, and then I want to do the same thing.
I'm going to stealthily go through.
You want to do the same thing around here, and you want to
I
start
want to do the same thing. I want to ricochet off that wall, to bounce into where they'd be,
like that.
because I like the Mario Kart.
Okay.
idea.
So, Sid, roll me stealth.
Shouldn't have done that. I haven't rolled it yet, but they get disadvantage on it.
You don't stealth. You stealth about as well as a toolbox being rolled down a hill.
Cool.
In fact, yeah, you only make a little bit less noise than the turtle, and he slams into the wall. So. Turtle gets over there. The rest of you.
I want to try. Can I get it at an angle so I can ricochet off the wall if I get enough speed?
Hang on, let's do.
Shall I just
Slide it
yeet?
on.
I'll yeet you with my trunk.
Even better. Even better.
Yeet, total power.
So you can see the rest of the room, which includes broken and spent arrows, another small wall,
Yeah.
3 goblins behind the wall.
Do I ricochet at all? Do I go through the door?
No, you just sort of into the wall. It rocks you a bit, but you land back on 2 feet.
No, I'm in my shell. I don't land on 2 feet. I'm fully in my shell. This is just a total shell.
Then you just land.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Okay. There's several confused noises from the goblins. And then...
Is there any chance
Go on.
I can use Eldritch Blast to propel him into the goblins?
You would have to attack him with Eldritch Blast to do it, but yes.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
Sounds like a brilliant idea.
Oh, how much damage does an Eldritch Blast do?
2d10 is it? 1d10 at this
D10
level.
to start with, yeah.
Depends how well I get.
Knocked if you do it a 10. Also, my AC is 21. When I'm in my shell, my AC is 21.
It'll be fine.
Fuck it, do it! Propel me! Fire me!
Okay, so just so I've got this right, the turtle is being propelled by the Eldritch Blast from the half-orc.
It's a force damage, so technically it would just look like I'm sliding on the floor, so it would just launch me forward, Sean.
Okay? I can't believe I'm going to say this, but Altman, roll to hit on your fellow party member. We've done a lot of this.
I'm the only one that hasn't hit you. Okay.
Turtles are fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd say.
Yeah, you miss. Just a little bit.
So, you don't quite get the angle right. Instead of a full-on blast, let's see if I can do a...
Do I get any closer?
You just get a spurt. Oh no, that was him earlier, wasn't it?
Instead of doing a straight-on blast, your blast is more of an angle, which makes the turtle ricochet into a wall and then bounce over into this corner.
That's good. I'll take it.
If you're on your show, we could all...
The goblins that you can see, one of them has a set of javelins,
Yeah.
and the others have... Oh, crap. And the others have a set of... the other two have short bows. That's the words I'm after. Boom.
Are they aiming at me or aiming at
They are now, because the one with the javelins has gone, moving target! Take it down!
Sure, I'll let them all throw at me.
Initiative.
Everyone, presumably.
Yeah. So, roll initiatives, and then I'll start with Tell Cook, please.
I got 7.
I got 12.
That's right, so 12. Sid's a 5 and Alan's an 8.
I'll take low rolls on an initiative over
That's a fair point.
And the but luck roll though. I think we'll have like 3 decent rolls this entire cave.
My only natural 20 nearly killed you.
7.
I remember.
Oh, I should have done a clip on that one, shouldn't I? On Twitch. Forgot about that.
6.
That's definitely going in the clip show when I make the clip show.
Oh, yeah, man. Okay. So, Azrath, you are first. Voldemort, Tinkles, whatever you wish to go by.
I've got a list of names we've got so far. We've got Voldemort, No-Nose, Pisser, Tinkles, and Meepo Killer.
Okay, Tinkles. I really like Tinkles.
Alright, I don't use my first one, I suppose. Actually. Yeah, I cast Sleep
Sleep.
on the 3 goblins.
What's the range on sleep?
90 feet.
90 feet.
Oh, fine.
Do you have to be able to see them?
Well, I moved.
What does it say?
No, it just says the spell sends creatures into magical slumber.
I
You
believe.
assume you have to see them. You assume.
Is it everyone? Just people of your
It's done via hit points. So let me read up the exact wording just to make sure.
What was it? The sleep sends creatures into a magical slumber. Roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points, ignoring unconscious creatures.
Okay, so roll me your 5d8. Tell me your total.
I'm getting the guy that's good at maths to do it.
23.
23, and you're starting there, yeah?
Where?
Yeah, why me? What? Back a bit.
No, other way.
Why that point is there?
Yeah, as far back as you can go.
Well, that will get all the goblins. Either way, tell
23.
Cook, what's your remaining HP?
I don't want to say. 10.
10. 10 left, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, so the goblins have lower HP, so it's going to hit them first. And 21 gets all goblins, so there isn't enough to put you to sleep.
Oh, you just put all 3 goblins to sleep then.
Yeah, but all 3 goblins fall to sleep.
There we go. Let's take off our first level spell.
Okay, you guys can basically act as you want now.
I get out my shell. Oh. We'll have to I say to Altman, we'll have to practice that move next time. You know.
We'll work on it.
Yeah, we can work on it. I pick up the goblins and start tying them up.
Okay, they can't resist because they're asleep. What I'll do then is I will stash them all in a corner.
Yeah.
I was gonna fireball.
No, we're not killing unconscious creatures. Even the
Take
tall
goblins.
that's fucked up.
The goblins.
Whilst you're tying up the goblins, you notice a few features about the room. There is a fire here, in the centre of the bit where the goblins were. And there are 3 doors.
You wanna
Do you want me to mage hand and open every single door?
mage on the bottom left door, I'd say, but
Okay. I mage hand the bottom left door if that's alright with the rest of everyone.
There.
Let's get you all in the room.
What's happened to the goblins? What did I miss? Did I blink?
They got put to sleep.
Oh yes, I did. I call that.
The door appears to be some sort of prison room. Squalor reigns in this low-ceilinged room. A large iron spike is driven into the floor near the door, and a small iron cage is set further back. Several sets of corroded manacles are connected to the walls, and some still bind a few crumbling skeletons. 3 kobolds are bound within crude rope to the iron spike, and a battered gnome lies in the cage at the far end of the room.
Rescue the gnome!
I go to the gnome and break off the. I literally just tear the manacles off the wall.
I need a strength check.
That is a 21.
That's successful. So it's an iron cage.
Yeah.
Literally a bit of prying and then some brute strength, and the door just comes off its hinges. It's not very well maintained. It's more rust.
Total power.
The kobolds have gone as far as their rope allows, back against the wall, and look very suspicious of you. So we've got
Speak to the kobolds.
Meepo, deal with the kobolds.
Meepo offers to speak to the kobolds.
Please.
Okay. Meepo knows at least one of these kobolds. They all know Meepo. The village Scorn is always known. Meepo's family. Meepo's friends. Meepo's new friends. Rescue Meepo's old friends.
Yeah. If Meepo says that he knows them, I start doing the same thing. I tell him manacles off the wall.
They're actually only tied with rope.
Well,
These ones.
like,
It's relatively easy to cut through with a small dagger or a sword.
yeah, I was going to dagger and start freeing.
They say thank you. They're not quite as servile as Meepo is, but they're aware that you're all a lot taller and bigger than them.
Yeah.
They go, we return to King. We go home.
Yeah.
We leave.
Go.
Just gonna make sure there isn't anything else there on them.
Go and take these goblins with you.
Yeah, that's a good point. Take the goblins with you.
They agree to drag the goblin prisoners.
Yeah.
Although it will be quite a bit of work for 3 kobolds. They appreciate that you've already tied the goblins up, and they will drag them as best they can.
Awesome. And then I guess talk to the gnome, see what's up with it.
Evening now.
1 second, I'm just going to remove one of these guys.
You look a little far from gnome. No problem.
There we go. So, the gnome is currently unconscious, but not because of low health. He's merely been, locked up for a while. He does eventually wake up, and he introduces himself. He goes, "Oh, I was about to do an Irish accent for the gnome, and that's stereotypical and not allowed."
Do it.
Do it!
Hi, Murky Timbers. That's right, Timbers. Urky Timbers.
Got it.
I've been here for a long time. Long time now, several weeks. Who the hell are you lot?
How did you even get stuck down here, Timbers?
Oh, several months ago, I was on my way to seek my fortune and took the old road. My bad luck that the goblin bandits caught me. I've been here ever since. My deity's blessings have kept me healthy. Otherwise, I'm sure I'd be dead from starvation and abuse.
Fair. Well, we can give you some food and get you on your way if you want.
He is dressed in robes, dirty and sullen now with a few tears, but he's still dressed in these very clearly some form of religion, but not necessarily one recognisable to you all.
Okay.
I'll gladly take your offer of food. You'd have to tell me the way out of here, though. I was brought here when I was unconscious. Don't know where I am, really.
Shit. I'll get out a piece of paper and draw a crude map and try and describe it.
Okay. Roll me an intelligence check and don't roll low.
Roll an intelligence check.
Or wisdom.
Or wisdom, okay. Wisdom. D&D is being slow. Okay, here we go. Wisdom. I got a unnatural 20.
Okay. Your map is good enough to direct him out.
There we go.
Yes. Oh, bless the lot of you lads. I would really, but I haven't been taught that yet. After I saw what they did with the last lot of adventurers that came down here, I'm very happy to be getting out. I can't stress that enough to you.
Yeah. That's what we're ready to do, I guess. Apparently.
And, oh, that Belak character. Don't want to be running into him.
Black cat. Whoa. Back up.
I thought you were
Black
trying not to be
character?
racist.
Belak. B-E-L-A-K.
Oh, yeah.
So, when Derek first started telling you this story, and then when you woke up and you met the young Derek, if you have forgotten, he was talking about a magical fruit that grows underneath this fortress.
Yeah.
Aye, well, you see, Belak's the man that lays claim to the tree that grows the fruit. Apparently it's his tree and he grows it underground.
Okay.
The goblins, I believe they call him the outsider. That's all they'll talk to him about. But I've known of his exploits for a while. My people have an interest, you see, in herbology and horticulture. In other words that sound good to say in an Irish accent.
Herbology, I do agree, laddie.
And yeah, his name comes up a few times. He's apparently the only person living that knows how to grow the golden fruit.
It's just reminding me more and more of the Skelliger accent from thingy. Fair enough. You might as well get on your way. There's no point in you being dangerous. Watch out for the caltrops. They can be a bit spiky.
Aye. Never you worry about that, lad. I'm nimble as fuck, I am. Don't worry.
Ah, he's got the look of the
Nimble
Irish.
as fuck.
He's got the look of the Irish.
He's going to kiss his lovely ball. We might as well keep moving then, guys.
I tell you what, though, lads. If you want a hand, I would like me a bit of revenge on these goblin fellas.
Deal.
If that's all right with you.
I'm going to say no to that. Extra hand is always an extra hand.
No, I would love to see this accent in a fight.
Rest of the party alright with that?
Yeah, aye.
Yeah, okay.
What
I
what
will
do you actually
admit,
do?
though, I feel a tad underdressed.
Yeah, if we had any spare armor, I'd give it to you, but don't carry on to spare armor, apparently.
There is, however, several scimitars and shields with where the goblins were outside before the kobolds dragged them away.
And spears on the floor.
What do you actually do? Like, well, you know, if you'd have to classify what you would do into maybe
Me?
some people would call it class, what would you?
I'm Erky Timbers. I'm an acolyte in training for the goddess Hestia.
Okay.
Ah!
Can you use a sword?
I'll use a broken beer mug if I have to.
A sword would work, okay.
Believe
Okay,
me,
that's good.
I've used worse as weapons. Bit of steel would be fine. Much better than some things I've had to fight. Them bars you see in Galway, terribly rough places.
Well, let's get moving then. Give him a sword and let's get moving.
He takes a sword, he takes a shield. You've given Meepo a short bow. Meepo takes a few more arrows from one of the quivers. The kobolds are long gone. Sorry?
Would it work to give Meepo some more eyes in that room outside? I went out and pulled the arrows out of the targets.
Well, I'm assuming you disarmed the goblins when you tied them up.
Yeah.
2 of them had bows, so you could just take them out of the quivers that they had.
Yeah.
So yeah, Erky Timbers offers to come along until he's got his vengeance on the goblins. There's a lot, you know. Holy shit.
I'm going to say, we're getting slowly forming an army. Let's go get the kobolds, get 20 of those and just charge.
Okay. You have 2 more rooms. You have top left and top.
Which door am I mage handing?
You guys choose, I don't know.
Tell me where the hands go.
Go to the left.
Well, the hands on a clock point all the way around, so.
Good old wisdom line.
Alright, I'll go for the top door.
This one here.
Yeah, mage hand.
Okay. The The door opens again, easily.
Oh, and yeah, I'll peek through the door, but not go through it.
I can see a corridor. Hang on. Where's our Gith? There he is. Get you all rubbed up and ready to go.
Alright, guys, it's a corridor. Want to go in the corridor, or do you want me to peek through the other door?
I said we go through the left door first because the corridor's probably the way we need to go afterwards.
I may on the other door as well.
Okay. Now you're in a better position to see stuff for this door. Let me just do. Boom.
Ooh.
The north and south walls of this chamber are stacked halfway to the ceiling with ill-made barrels, boxes, and craters. A clear path allows easy access to the door opposite you.
Let's go search in the room.
Yeah.
Search the barrels.
Search the barrels. So it's...
Pillage everything.
Start cracking barrels and opening crates, and it soon becomes clear that this is the food store.
Oh,
None of the food is particularly good quality. Except, does anyone read Goblin?
No.
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 It's a good job Meepo does. He excitedly points to a few small clay pots found in one box. Each pot's about the size of a jar of honey.
Oh, this elf pudding. Very tasty. Very good food. Elf pudding, very tasty.
I'd take one elf pudding and keep it for later.
Yeah.
There's enough for all the party members to have one each if you'd like them.
Take one, Miko.
Sure.
Go for it.
Celebration meal when we kill all those fucking goblins.
And oh, why not? Fireboy. Alan. If you're still there, it's alright. While searching through the crates, I would like you to roll me a single d20, please.
Oh, no.
Fucking nat 20.
That's good. As you're searching through the barrels, you see one of them is leaking. Initially, you can't tell what it is. It looks to be some form of wine? Vinegar? Alan bends down. Altman bends down to investigate. I'm going to move you all into the room as well. Bends down to investigate the barrel. And realises, just in the nick of time, that what he's looking at is lamp oil. And very quickly moves the candle away from the oil.
I was going to say, am I still holding my candle? It feels like it's a bad plan.
However, this might be a good thing to take some pots or skins of. There are spare wine skins or wine skins that you can empty the wine out of in the room. Because lamp oil is usually useful.
I'll volunteer to empty the skins.
I join in.
I don't.
Cheers.
I need my health for when we actually get to
Anybody who is drinking the wine, roll me a Constitution save.
I need to go to the
Stay.
I'll drink once we've killed the goblins.
12 plus Constitution. 14.
Okay.
16.
Okay. What are the rolls?
I offer some of the drink to Miko to see if we'll take it.
Was it just you two drinking?
Yep.
I try and keep Miko or drink any.
Okay. I'm not a wine drinker, so I can't explain to you how bad this wine drinks. Unless... Have any of you ever been to a petrol station and then accidentally put your hand in your mouth and been able to taste the fuel?
No, but I know exactly what you mean because yes, bad wine tastes exactly like that smells.
It tastes like a combination of antifreeze, petrol, and a single grape. It is not pleasant, but it is very strong. Who rolled the 14?
Azrath.
Azrath, you have disadvantage on everything for the next 2 hours in-game.
Oh, the negatives of drinking.
Because you're not drunk, but you've got a bit of a wobble if you turn around too quickly, and your vision has gone a little bit fuzzy at the edges.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Mental discipline. Does not do anything. No. Okay.
So there is a door on the opposite side of this room, or there is the previous door that you opened and didn't go through.
Did Meepo take any of the wine? I offered some of the wine to Meepo. Did he take it?
Meepo quite happily takes some and then immediately spits it out and says, "Goblins try poison Meepo."
Oh, sorry, I didn't know how it tasted, Meepo. I'm sorry.
Guys, can we just sit down?
There is a chuckle from your party, from your newest member, as he's filling up one of the wineskins.
I'm just glugging it.
It's like, "Sip for me." Fill it up. Oh. Not gonna lie. Have had worse. Although that might have actually been lamp oil. We don't know yet. He's stoppered his wineskin full of cheap wine. And he's ready to go. So, are you going into the room opposite? Or are you going back to the previous door?
The opposite.
Opposite.
Room opposite. Okay. The door again. I'm assuming mage hand to open the door.
Yeah. Do it. The one thing I didn't realise though with the gates there, when I use Mage Hand, it's invisible because I have psionic.
Okay. You see this lovely corridor with pillars all the way down it.
Too many doors to choose from.
Let me read you the text. Several torches mounted in crude sconces burn fitfully around this chamber, filling the air with a haze. A double row of marble columns carved with dragons curled around them runs the length of the hall. At the end of the corridor on your left is a door, and on your right there are 3 doors. And at the very end there is a door.
Anything else? Or is that it?
That's all you see in this room.
Cool. Should we just take the first door on the right?
Yeah. Mage Hand.
Cool.
Okay, let me get the... First door on your right. Come on. Is locked.
Try and boot it open.
Strength check, yeah, to open it.
Why can't I find it? There it is. Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, there's a thud as your foot hits the door.
Cool.
And it fails to open.
Total power.
Total power, roll a strength check.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll push it. I'm not kicking it or anything because I don't want to damage myself, but I like pushing it hard.
Sort of a shoulder barge rather than a kick.
I only got 11.
It's not enough.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to try opening the door?
Just try the next one.
No, guys, get back. Alan, move away. 5 out the door.
Fireball won't do enough.
Altmo moves. Altmo moves away.
I moved to the other end of the room.
I shield Altman.
So I got to roll to attack, but I got disadvantage, so you roll
Yeah,
twice.
roll 2. Roll 2.
Oh god, the mage is drunk. Oh, I didn't realise what I'd done.
Damn it, I don't.
Oh shit!
Damn it, I don't have any spell checks left. Otherwise, I'd cast Shield of Faith on us all.
I rolled a natural 1.
Roll again.
Fuck me.
Can I still roll through and take the lowest?
No, this is damage then.
No, this is now a normal to hit roll
I moved over here as well.
for your second roll.
I did move over here.
Yeah, you did say you were moving.
A 9.
Okay, you have missed Meepo and Durek. And Urky Timbers. You fired your firebolt, but it has gone off over here somewhere.
Alright. Guys, it's safe. I miss.
Erky Timbers says, "What y'all doing? Doors are easy. They're like a good door is like a good woman. Little bit of sweet talk. Treat 'em nice. Treat 'em kindly. Before you know it, they'll open up for you." A set of thieves' tools appears in his hands.
Oh, finally, someone that can pick the lock.
He kneels down in front of the lock and he starts muttering to the door. Like, you're a nice strong lass. You are. You're very good. Doing your job exactly as you've been designed, but you need to let old Erky in. Erky's... Go on.
Don't fuck the door, Timbers. Come on.
Erky's your friend. Erky's your pal. I just want to see what's behind you. I don't want to do anything rough. I won't let them hurt you again. Don't worry. And as he's saying this...
I block Meepo's ears.
Meepo's like, oh, I'd say it was adorable, but might be bad.
Oh dear.
That was a bit rusty, Jesus Christ.
However, Erky does successfully unlock the door.
And on that note,
The door opens. I'm just going to check something here. Right, good. The door opens, revealing revealing this bloody system. A room.
with a chain chomp attached to it.
Mounted and stuffed animal heads adorn the walls. The mounting job is sloppy, and the assortment of heads includes cattle, rats, and other not particularly impressive specimens. A few grisly trophies share the wall with the animals, including a couple of kobold heads. Smashed and broken cabinets and small tables litter the edges of the room. Mute victims of some sort of rampage. Whoever wrote the box text for this campaign used too many words.
Did a Tolkien and did describe fucking everything?
Absolutely, mate. Like, I'm missing out half the words in these descriptions because they're just unnecessary.
Can we now get 5 which one for each room, please?
A rusted iron spike stands in the centre of the room, trailing a broken chain into the back left corner. Thin patches of frost coat sections of the walls, floor, and debris.
Can I see if there's anything nickable out of this room? Loot.
You're going to have a look around the room?
I will head over there, and as I walk in and see what's in there, I will suggest to Dobby
Meepo?
to stay outside.
Okay. Who's going in the room first?
I'll go in first. Fuck it.
Total
I'm the tank.
Okay. The banging on the door was quite loud. Whilst she was asleep, Calcrix is now awake.
Shit.
Fuck!
Oh, we found the god.
I closed the door behind them.
How would I open the door? Can I see the dragon then close the door?
Literally, as you open the door, you can see the dragon. What were you going to do?
Alright, close it instantly.
Okay. Meepo says, "What was that?"
That's your god.
God! God is in the room! And Meepo starts trying to force their way through.
Sure, I'll let Meepo kill himself.
Let Meepo in! Let Meepo in!
Let Meepo in to see what happens.
Tell Cook, you're in this room.
Yeah.
It stinks of rotting flesh because the person that mounted all these heads did a terrible job.
Yeah.
And this dragon, which is about the size of a Labrador...
I try and speak to it in Draconic, so I don't know if it can talk.
What do you say?
I say, friend.
It leaps atop this cabinet, and then you say the word friend, and it stops. And you see it, dragons are incredibly intelligent, and you can almost see the thought process going through its head. And then its tongue snakes out to lick the side of its beak.
I put my axe away.
It tilts its head and slowly clambers down off.
I pull out
center of the room.
I pull out some like jerky or something, and like try and offer it by throwing it on the floor because I don't want it to bite my hand off.
Okay.
Check. We're giving jerky to a dragon.
Yeah, I am.
So you throw this jerky, and it goes, and the dragon looks at the jerky, and looks at you, and looks at the jerky, and looks back at you,
No jerky?
and then starts advancing on you again.
I pull out one of the almond puddings and see if it'll taste that.
It seems to be looking you dead in the eyes. There's an odd... Go on.
I stare straight back.
Really?
From behind you, you hear...
Good. Calcrix, Meepo is here. No worry, Meepo is here, Calcrix.
I open the door.
Meepo comes through the door. Calcrix's attention immediately moves to Meepo.
Meepo, can you calm him?
Give me a second.
Noise.
There is a brief and very cold blast of air that emanates from the dragon's mouth.
Oh, fuck.
Fortunately, Meepo has looked after Calcrix for a long time and manages to duck behind the turtle to avoid the cone of cold that she cast.
Yeah.
However, because it's so close, it cannot get both squares with the single cone effect. So you feel the lack of heat go past you. And we need to roll initiatives while you figure out what you're going to do.
Sleep.
So I'm going to go in order. As Wrath, when you've got yours, please tell me.
14.
14.
Depends if I've got disadvantage.
Altman is on a 10.
No, you have to finish. You have to roll again.
Oh, does it? Oh.
Yeah. Oh, you got
14.
14 yeah.
Garion is on a 5 again. Tell Cook, what did you get, sorry?
18.
Direct. 15. I'm going to put all your associated party members, Meepo, Direk, and Urki, on his activation.
Sure.
And then the dragon, who I believe is in here. Ah, no, right. I know where you are. Ba-bum. There we go. Okie doke. What is your initiative? Okay. Okay. So, who here knows what non-lethal damage is in D&D?
No.
No.
Ladies. No.
So, basically, every creature has a HP stat and a knocked out stat. Where if you wish to incapacitate them, such as stunning them or knocking them unconscious, but not in a fatal they're about to die way, you use what's called non-lethal damage. This is like hitting someone with the flat of the sword instead of the blade, because you're trying to subdue them rather than kill them. Hitting someone with a hammer, but not hard enough to kill them. Does this make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys as a party need to decide whether you're going to do that for the dragon or fight the dragon. I'll give you a heads up. The dragon is going to fight you either way.
I want to do non-lethal.
Non-lethal.
Yeah, I feel like we've come to save the dragon, so let's do that.
Let's try something anyway, so...
If we get some damage on it, then you can cast sleep.
I'm going to cast sleep
I've,
anyway.
I've got charm flow,
Cast
so...
sleep. If
Okay.
you've got more than maximum roll, then it's going to be nothing.
First to act is... if I rearrange the thing to the right... Boom. Tell Cook.
I pull out my quarterstaff.
Okay.
Use that.
Spook him.
like more easier to do non-lethal damage than a great axe. And I rolled a 7. No, 9. So I don't think I hit.
That misses.
I would like to rage as well. So.
Okay, but that misses.
Yeah, that's fine. It just means I can half damage.
The associated party members are next. Erky Timbers. He warms up his hands. There's a bit of gold going on. And he wanders over and he goes, Hestia grants you the blessings of the hearth. Onto Altman. He casts a spell called Resistance. I'll remind you, Smiler, but if you have to make a save of any type, you get to add D4 to it. So like a dex save, cool. A con save, a wisdom save, any of them, you'll get to add D4.
Cool.
Meepo is just going to sort of hide in a corner because the dragon's going for Meepo. And Durek is a
trying to kill Meepo?
Yeah. Well, apparently that's who he aimed at. Who she aimed at. And Durek is going to pull out his longbow. But he's using fowling blunts. You know, the thick, blunt-headed arrowheads? He's actually hit on a 16. 4 points. It is now Azrath, your turn.
I use. Don't really have anything on the
Physical attacks are non-lethal, depending on your spells.
Mind Slither.
Mind Sliver could be done to knock someone out. I'd be happy to fluff it so that you are aiming to knock them out rather than kill them.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so that's what did you say, intelligence save?
Intelligence save, yes.
That's not the best. Oh, -3. Failed.
Okay, so I'm going to take 1d6 psychic damage.
Roll your damage.
4.
4 damage, yeah.
Okie doke.
And then from your next save throw, you subtract 1d4.
1d4 for my next save. Okay.
Any save. Or before the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Derek was first.
It is then Calcrix's turn. Calcrix aims to bite the turtle. The thing stopping her from getting to Meepo. That'll be a miss. A 12.
Yeah.
She comes in for the bite, but your shell is too tough for her teeth. Altman, your turn, Smiler. Smiler?
Sorry, I keep forgetting to press the button.
It's your turn, buddy.
Alright, okay, I was watching the tracker on the screen. So I am...
Oh, it's not moved on, apologies. There you go. What are you going to do, bud?
I am going to cast Charm Person.
The dragon is not humanoid. It is a dragon.
I am going to...
Non-lethally cast out class.
Again, I'm happy to fluff it that you're aiming to knock it down rather than kill it.
In that case... I guess I'll have to... No. I'll use the whip. That's
okay.
Weak anyway. I'll sort of whip and go for sort of the neck to sort of restrain it, but not, not hurt it. Just sort of try and calm it down like a horse. It's more like a lasso than a whip.
Okay, it does mean you're going to have to move into the doorway. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, go for it then. Roll to hit. Is that a 21 to hit with 9 damage?
Or did you accidentally roll with advantage? Well,
Yeah, press the button, dickhead. So, I'm so confused. I don't understand why it brought that up in your stuff. Then 21.
I'll take the 21 as a hit.
And damage, because the damage is not that much.
What's your damage on the whip? What does it say on the actual whip itself?
It's a D4 plus 1, so I'm roll 2.
So you rolled a 2. So 3 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, that's the wrong number. Okay, after Altman, it is Garyon.
Right. So as I've done this, I've sort of put my hand out towards it to try and calm it.
Like Jurassic World.
Very much,
like,
yeah.
Jurassic World or
Lion Tamer.
Dragon sort of.
Yeah, okay.
Sort of, yeah.
Okay, I get it. Her attention is now focused on you. Garyon, it is your turn.
If I try to walk to there, is it going to get an attack of opportunity?
Providing, once you have entered the 5 squares around it, you stay in the 5 squares around it, you should be fine.
I will be staying there, yeah.
Yeah, because you'll enter in
Oh, is it which
and
when
move
you leave?
round
Right. Cool.
with staying in contact.
Cool.
So,
then,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And then I'd like to try and grab the chain.
There is only a little bit of chain attached to the dragon, or do you want to go for
The
the
one
chain?
that's on the floor.
Okay.
And then try and loop it round.
Okay,
Dragon.
so that will require a dexterity check
Dexterity.
to see if you can get it in the right place.
Saving or normal?
Not save, just a check. So just
That's
roll
the same
roll
roll
d20,
anyway.
add your dexterity modifier.
Well, I didn't manage that.
You basically just throw a bit of chain on it and it falls off its back.
Yeah, cool.
Tell
I'll
Cook.
use one of my bonus actions.
Okay. Bonus actions. Who doesn't love bonus actions?
To do a second attack. And in
Try
that
again?
case, I will try again.
Okay.
For fuck's sake.
This is not
So do I.
not going well for you, is it?
I'm really
Tonight?
being really bad tonight.
I think you've.
I can't hit anything. I
4,
can't do
2,
anything.
5, 8,
I've had one good roll. And
16,
that was on something
5,
pointless.
17, 5,
You've hit once.
4, 7.
I might as well just not be here. I might as well just be looking at that door.
6, 5. You have only rolled over 10 twice tonight.
Yeah.
That is brutal.
Fucking digital dice.
That is absolutely brutal. Okay.
I can't even put these ones in a jail.
Do it. We've got jails.
How can I put digital ones in a jail?
Put your laptop in the jail.
Should I just print some off?
Print them off. just to put them in jail. Tell Cook it is your turn next, sir.
I will hit him with the quarterstaff if I don't miss this time.
Keep going. Go for it.
That is 7 plus 7, 14.
14. That is not a hit.
Damn it.
You bring your quarterstaff down, but the dragon is wise this time and gets a wing in the way.
Yep. This time I missed
Okay.
last time as well.
It's Durek and pals. Meepo leaps into the room, screaming, Calcrix, calm! Calm! Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. It manages to successfully get Calcrix's attention. Erky Timbers can't really do much at the moment. And go on, lads, you fucking got this one. You can take it.
You can fucking do it. I fucking believe in you.
Durek misses with his shot. The fired at a slight wrong angle and it sort of deflects off the top of the dragon's head rather than dealing any damage. Azrath, it's your turn.
How's the dragon looking?
The dragon's looking more annoyed than anything else at the moment.
Okay. I cast. I don't seem to do much. I cast Infestation.
To cover it in bugs.
Yep.
Okay.
So the target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
I think it's probably failed even without the minus D4. Yeah.
Alright, so you take. I need D6 and a D4.
So roll the D6 first, not damage.
You take 1 poison damage, and now I'm going to roll a D4 to see which direction you randomly move in.
Okay.
So, 3. Alright. Caltrix moves south by 5 feet.
Caltrix can't move south because there's people in the way. The only way Caltrix can go would be there.
That'll do. You move randomly.
Okay, so Caltrix is staring daggers at Meepo. And then suddenly starts doing that cat. And it's just like an ant's nest comes out of its mouth.
Yeah, it's like the thing from Green Mile.
Yeah, like blah, oh, it's spreading down all across the floor.
That's pretty much. Your mouth is right over Telco. Just flies all over you.
Yeah, actually, Telcook, roll me a Constitution save.
I don't want to puke over the dragon. Constitution saving throw, I'll just check.
Save throw.
Saving throw or a check?
Save.
16.
Okay. You manage to not throw up as you are covered in various bugs.
You're really nice to your party.
I didn't think you were going to want to do.
Huh?
I'm very limited in my options.
Yeah.
Try Jim's magic moves on that. Cool, that'll do.
Okie doke. After Azrath, it's Calcrix's turn, and she doesn't like the taste of the bugs. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
She rears up, and you can practically see the scales on her stomach and up her neck move as the ice breath arrives.
You rolled it properly.
I need Telcook to roll a a Constitution save for yourself and one for Meepo.
Okay, so me. I didn't get good. I got a 10. No, sorry, 13.
Okay, and just roll the D20 for Meepo and tell me.
That was Meepo, I got an 8.
Okay. Telcook, you take 11 cold damage.
I'm out cold.
Meepo is also out cold.
Rage doesn't block. Ice damage.
Meepo is also down.
Well, shit.
You should be too. Like, does that mean when you go unconscious, you just retract into your shell?
I'd like to think so, yeah. Well, shit.
Altman, it's now Smiler's turn. Oh, Garion, you need to make an attack of opportunity, as Calcrix leaves your attack zone.
Is that just a normal...
Just a normal attack roll, a single attack with one of your weapons.
No, because wasn't that a forced movement, so it wouldn't count?
I thought it still counted even if it was forced.
Pretty sure if it's a forced movement from like a spell or something, it doesn't count, because then you could just grab a person and just run them through everyone's
attack range and just kill some minions.
That's fair.
That's how I thought it worked.
No, that's fair. That makes a lot of sense. I'll allow it in this case, but as a general rule, I'll say it's up to the DM whether or not it's allowed, basically.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because what I'm fluffing it as in this one is that it was more... Calcrix was sort of vomiting and panicking rather than being forced to move. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's fair.
So am I rolling?
Yeah, single attack.
Probably just be single-handed. I did
Any
single-handed
chance of
before.
saving my character, I'll take. So.
Oh, that's not a hit. That's a... I keep doing that. Fuck's sake. Shitting bastard dice.
Get rid of that Warhammer and get a new one.
You know you were looking for things for the clip show.
Oh. Make a whole thing on this.
The music
Okay.
Just the cup show before Sid not been able to hit with the hammer. Yeah. Unless he backhands it.
Smiler, what do you want to do, sir?
So, is my whip still attached, or is he broken free from that?
The whip is more a sort of a hit and it comes back to you. If you wanted to grapple it with the whip, that's a different check.
Okay. Because what I'm wanting to do is sort of get it. I'm assuming this dragon. My only query is how's this dragon going to get out of this room? Because he looks too big. to go
No,
through the
it
door,
can
no?
fit through the doors. It's about the size of a Labrador.
Bollocks. That goes against my plan then. Okay. Okay, so I will. I can't get into the room without.
You can, providing you stay in these 3 squares.
Yeah, but I don't want to be that close. Can I hit them with Eldritch Blast in that direction? Because
You can from there. I will say you can fire in that sort of diagonal line because you are in the doorway.
If you hit me or me, that's 2 death saving throws just done. I'm just.
Hey, everybody hits Smiler. It's his turn to risk hitting you guys. Go on, Alan. Roll your dice. Is he there?
Still there?
yeah, I just took my finger off the button to roll the dice. I doubt it hit.
Is that an 11? I'm afraid it does not hit. Calcrix nimbly sort of ducks the Eldritch Blast. Gadian, it is your turn.
Oh,
Ah.
so that's me. I was asleep. I heard you say it, but I didn't pay enough attention. No,
I've done it. We've all done it. Don't worry.
So I'm going to try. I'm going to move to there. I'm just going to hit with my my warhammer,
You're going to move there?
dual-handed. Yeah.
Go for it.
Don't kill the thing.
Don't roll the damage. Roll the hit. Have a good one.
See you later, mate.
I'm
I'm going to roll an actual dice.
roll an actual dice for your next attack, yeah?
Will he hit? Will he? Is it just a digital curse?
I think it is. Okay, back to Telcook,
Death saving throw.
please. In fact, I'm rolling your. I'm going to roll your death saving throws.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. After Telcook is Durek, I'm going to start with Meepo's death saving throw. Okay. Erky Timbers is going to lean forward and just grab Telcook's ankle in the doorway.
I'm over 300 pounds. I'm just saying.
He's not dragging you.
Okay, just checking. The shell is a third of that weight, but I am over 300 pounds.
So, Telcook, you feel warm, but unlike those weird dreams you've had that you're not allowed to tell your parents about,
Pista, don't do it!
this warmth starts at your ankle and runs up the rest of your body.
Oh, Jesus.
And as it fills the last bit of your head and your fingertips, it's like someone electrocutes you and you wake up.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You regain 10 health.
Woo! Hey!
Is that? I feel like a new turtle.
Whew. It's like getting a new shield.
Meanwhile, Durek is going to jump through you all to join the fight. And he's going to try and take the dragon with his sword. Okay. Okay.
How's the dragon looking now, anyway?
The dragon is now looking very wary of you guys. It's still defensive, like swiping its claws and snapping its jaws at you all.
What about, like...
But it's not quite as aggressive as it was.
What about, like, condition-wise? Do they look hurt in any way? Do they look...
There is a few bruises showing up. Dinted scales on a dragon is a bruise. One of its teeth seems to be loose around its mouth. Azarath, we're back to you, bud. You now can't see the dragon without entering the room.
What squares available?
That one and that one will get you in the room without being attacked. If you want to go for any other squares, the dragon gets an attack on you as you move past it.
What? Opportunity.
Fuck it, I'll go for that square to the right, to the diagonal right of Caltrix.
That one?
So I won't get attacked.
There?
Yep, I am going to... I cast sleep.
Okay. Roll your 5d8.
5d8. Yeah, let's go. 2 seconds, we're just gathering d8s. Okay, now I'm just going to dust all these to the side.
Okay. Garion, how many health points do you have?
11, I think.
Goes from lowest to highest.
11.
Tell Cook, how many health points do you have?
10.
Durek has 25. So, the only way...
Order. It says in ascending order, so isn't that from highest, not
It
lowest?
says a point you choose within range.
In ascending order is from lowest to highest, 1 to 10. Descending would be highest to lowest. So, if you cast it, for example here,
yeah,
you're going to put 2 of your fellow party members to sleep and not the dragon.
Okay.
D&D, however, is very odd about ranges. If you cast it here,
yeah,
with a 10-foot radius, so 20-foot diameter,
yeah,
you're only going to get the dragon. Because
that's what I want.
that is 10 feet.
Okay.
And then 10 feet out the other side as well.
Oh, that's why I'm going to cast it then.
Okay.
Just so it puts just the dragon to sleep.
That's my GM tip to help you work out spells on maps.
Okay.
How many did you say you rolled? 28?
Yeah.
28.
That is enough non-lethal to knock the dragon out.
You guys please sleep 1 hour. Awesome.
Sweet.
If it's asleep for an hour, that is enough for you to unhook the chain
Yeah, I carry it.
and reattach the chain and tie it up.
I tie it up and then start carrying it.
Okay, guys, we are almost exactly on time. It is 25 past 10.
Can we take the dragon back?
I've never seen that happen in D&D.
You can. So what we'll do is, do you want me to just skip forward to you guys taking the dragon home?
Yes, because I want to take a long rest.
Durek gets Meepo back on his feet with his healing. Just gonna bounce you guys around to get you back to here.
I've never seen so many people in one room. We're acquiring an army.
So, as you enter, the 3 goblins that you guys sent over are being looked after by various Kobold Guards. Now, the Kobold Guards have actual armor. It's not very good, but it is armor. The 3 kobolds you set free are sort of hanging back, watching proceedings. King Yuzdrael and the 2 elites guarding him are sat on the chair. And as you guys return, there is a large cheer from those assembled in front of you. You have brought us back our god as you promised. You are creatures of your word. Come, witness the punishment of these devils in front of me. Calcrix by this point has her snout wrapped in rope and a chain on the collar and is looking, for want of a better word, obedient.
Docile.
Docile, that's a good word.
Know a few.
The king says, these goblins, these greenskins, shall be fed to Almighty God Calcrix to sate her hunger. For punishment for stealing her in the first place.
Talk about irony.
Seems fair.
Guards, Meepo, take God back to his cage and take the goblins so she may feast.
Do you guys want dinner with the show?
No. I can't think of something that put me off for dinner.
Calcrix gets to eat some goblins. Okay, I'm going to put all them in the cage. With a guard. One of the elite comes back and says they've been taken. Do you guys want to watch the show or do you want to talk to the king?
I want to talk to the king.
To the king!
The king allows you to approach.
You know, the key.
I'll do the talking. Your Majesty.
Alright, a little bit thing, but
We did as we promised, as we said. Now, are you still willing to hold up your end of the bargain?
The adventurers were very brave and strong, returning to us our gods, and they shall be rewarded. Yuzdrael is a king of his word. And he reaches up to the throne behind him and pulls out the silver key. Hands you the key, whichever one of you wishes to take it.
I give it to the tome.
I'll break it, sure. Put it in my shell.
Take a piece of
You might want to ask her nicely first.
Well, he's handed it across nicely.
Michelle.
Oh, Michelle. Yeah, before you put anything in Michelle, ask nicely.
no.
Touche.
No.
That's an awful one. Wow.
It was good, though. It was good.
Yeah, we'll take it.
It'd have been better if everyone got it first time.
Yeah, maybe.
The key. The key is a very ornate silver key. It has inscribed upon it in Draconic.
I can read that.
You can. The words, "Feed me to the scaled guardian, and the way shall open."
So that door.
That door was
Yeah, the
wanted to
door
open.
that we couldn't open before that broke hand on.
Cool beans.
Awesome.
Thank you, Your Majesty. May we have a place to sleep?
Your Majesty, is there any place we could sleep for the night?
Yes, certainly. You may make use of the royal common room. And he points to a door just to your left.
I'll
Oh,
take
no.
it.
Right
Right.
behind you.
And we go for a long rest.
What's that we're all toppling Taylor?
The room
No,
itself
I'm chilling.
is relatively bare, but does include some straw mattresses.
Go.
I just retracted to my shell in the corner and just go to sleep.
Just sleep on one of them.
Like I said, we are 22:31, so we are bang on
Yep.
time.
Yeah, well,
Awesome.
if I go to sleep, since I'm dark and shadowy, I went for the most dark and shaded place to just sleep in the shadows.
You
I'm
guys
gonna
can
roll-
go to sleep.
A real dice to
Yep.
see what I get. 15. Of course I did.
What?
I decided to roll a real dice and I got a big number.
Oh, now I can...
The what?
For
Nothing.
anything, he was just
I
rolling
just
a dice.
wanted to see
Oh, okay. Just
what
to
would
see
happen if I rolled a
right.
real one.
Any spells you want to change, you can change. But it doesn't really matter because you've only got the build spells.
Cool. So long rest it is.
Yeah, you need your spell.
Do we gain any levels today?
Yeah,
I'm trying what else is left
that's all you
of
have.
this.
Because that's all you've learned. Yeah. You have to learn more by finding the scrolls, atoms, or when you level up.
I mean, you've done quite a lot of story advancement, and level 1's relatively easy. Okay. Right, guys, you all listening?
Yeah.
For next session,
Yeah.
I want you all to be level 2, please.
Awesome.
Ooh,
I'll take it.
I'll do that now.
You will also receive some other reward from King Yuzdrael, which I will have prepared for you by next session.
Awesome.
Cool.
It's been very good today, guys.
Thank you very much, Matt. That's been
You said we get max HP, right?
Yes, so whatever your hit dice is,
Plus you can't.
the maximum you could roll on that, plus your constitution.
Awesome.
it's been an extremely entertaining session.
Yeah, that's been good. That's been good.
Thank you very much.
There's
for
been
that,
stuff going on,
guys.
Yeah.
which is good. I'm glad you guys have all enjoyed it.
Nearly got a TP. Totem block out.
Oh yeah, you've got the kiss school magic.
I wonder who's going to nearly kill Alan next session.
Yeah, let's find out.
I don't know, I'm choosing a school of magic now.
Yeah. So we'll
Place your bets now. Answers on a postcard. 7th Hour Road.
Make that a running bet at the end of the game.
Winner gets a free
Right,
minute.
guys, someone's got to pay the tab why this person killed Alan.
Yeah.
You
Right, guys.
are all wrong.
As for the stream, thank you any of you that have watched. Thank you to those that have subbed and followed whilst the stream has been on. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you another time. Don't forget we've got D&D on Thursday this week, I believe. Or is it Wednesday this week?
Tomorrow night we've got games night, and then Thursday we've got our Rick and Morty campaign, which I'll be DMing, for want of a better term for what I do, which is mainly accidentally read stuff out. Hopefully it'll be our last session, because it was supposed to be a one shot and it's dragged into 4 sessions now, so hopefully they'll get to the end. But yeah, so tomorrow night is games night. Wednesday night we have Ghost of Saltmarsh, but we're not streaming that one. But there is still, I think, a couple of spaces, maybe 1 space left on that if anyone wants to get involved. It's £7.50 for the 3-hour session, and basically Brian takes you through the Ghost of Saltmarsh with a couple of other lads that we've already got on it. And we are also looking to add a Star Wars RPG very shortly. We're just working out the final bits and pieces and getting people interested. So if you're interested in any of that, give us a shout, and if not, well, I guess don't. Alternatively as well, on Sunday we have the quiz where you can win £25 off our stuff on our website. So that includes a couple of games, minis, 3D printing, and various 3D printed stuff like dice towers and some mugs and bits and pieces that we're adding bit by bit as we go on. Or alternatively, you can win £25 worth of food. It is usually 5 categories, 10 questions per category, usually about a book, a comic, a movie, a TV show, and a game. So a video game or board game. So they're usually the vague categories, and we always put out on Sunday, at least by Sunday, what a suggestion of what the categories would be. But yeah, so
and if the
thank you
last
very
few
much.
weeks have got anything to go by, you just come and see how little points I get.
Yeah, if nothing else to see, yeah, Sid was terrible. Although it seems to be a mixed bag. 1 week it's Julia, 1 week it's Sid, 1 week it's Ben.
The last 3 weeks I've been crap, mate.
Well, you were asleep for one of them.
I was
so
asleep
that
last
didn't
week, yeah.
help. But yeah, so it's come have a bit of fun, have a watch. You don't have to take part if you don't want to, but have a watch. It is entertaining. Well, I think it's entertaining, although I found out for 3 of our long-term players don't actually play with sound, so that was a bit disappointing.
I'll tell you what is entertaining when they give Alan all the extensive sci-fi words to say.
Yeah, I'm literally.
Oh yeah, that's entertaining. When I say things wrong, or like last week where for some reason the quiz loaded completely incorrectly and all the answers were incorrect, which causes a little bit of drama at the end. But yeah, it's the joy of figuring stuff out with a dyslexic person with ADHD. But it's fun. So yeah, check those out if you want to, guys. As I say, get in contact if you want to be a part of a campaign. Also get in contact if you want to be a part of this campaign. Let us know. We'll squeeze you in. We'll figure it out, and we hope to see you again soon in real life in May, where you'll be able to come in and continue these games and campaigns in real life, and you get to use our sexy bits of equipment and stuff like that. We've got scenery, we've got maps, we've got all sorts of bits and pieces.
Don't think you should call me a sexy bit of equipment, no matter how accurate it is.
True, but I don't think I should suggest that they can use you either. I think
that's my choice. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. We digress, but there's lots of fun stuff. If you're into your tabletops, check out our website. We do have loads of cool things and loads of cool things coming. There's pretty much always something going on our Twitch, at least every other day sort of thing. And we do occasionally just jump on and do random stuff as well, because that's how we roll. Check out, if you're on Etsy and you want to buy anything, check out Dicing with Dragons or Little Lion Girls. And if you're after stickers or printed stuff, check out Penguin Pants. And we also have a professional painter, J Minis, if you ever want anything painting professionally. If you're like me and not very good at the painting, you can get JM to paint it as well, and it's fairly reasonable prices. So thank you very much for watching this evening, guys, and thanks for joining in, Matt and Tom.
Yeah,
so it was fun.
Thank you, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, we'll see you next week, boys, and see you next week.